Live coverage of the Alabama Bass Trail is presented by AmFirst Credit Union and sponsored by Phoenix Boats, Landers McClarty Chevrolet, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, Jax, Garmin, Rapala, VMC, Crush City, Pro Guide Batteries, Mountain Dew, American Bait Works, TH Marine, and FishAlabama.org.
Hello, friends and neighbors, and welcome to stop number 3 of the Alabama Bass Trail's North Division here and from Decatur, Alabama, presented by Phoenix Boats. Beautiful Wheeler Lake has been kicking them out all day long, and we can't get this weigh-in started any faster to see some of these big bags. We actually already had a few big bags come in early, but we're going to kick things off like we always do by honoring this great nation with the playing of our national anthem. So right before we kick things off officially here, we want to get up our tournament leaders. We have already had several good bags come in, but Shannon Briggs and Barry Hubbard weighed in 1875, and we're going to talk to them real quick to kick off this weigh-in here. Stop number 3, the Hump Day event, as Miss Kay likes to call it. This is when all the points start to take shape with just 2 events left to go. Come right on up here, fellas. Doing work, and you told me we had 3 smallmouth. Step right over here. We had 3 smallmouth in that bag, and you said it was over pretty quick.
It was over quick.
How are we catching them?
Shaky head and Ned rig.
And we had 3 smallmouth and 2 largemouth for 1874. Who caught the most?
He did.
Oh, we'll just talk to him then. Well, you're just a good net man. Hey, it all pays the same. We're paying $15,000. I see you got the Phoenix hat on. I'm sure that means you got a Phoenix boat. An extra $8,000 if y'all win. That sounds pretty good for a beautiful Saturday.
Yes, it does.
Did you get to surf on the waves out there at all in that Phoenix today?
A little bit, yeah. Wasn't too bad.
Little bumpy out there, but being in a Phoenix was a good thing. Well, we're going to get this thing going, and fingers crossed, fingers and toes crossed. I will say this. Miss Kay has told me for a cut of the money, I'll stop the weigh-in right now. But I get like 75%. I think it's a pretty good deal. All right, kicking things off, boat number 4, Brett Harrell, Tyler Smart. Come on up here, guys. Step right over here. Good bag of fish. $15.97 to kick things off. Pretty good day out there on the pond.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. You know, we struggle up here, so we're glad to have it.
So how did we catch almost 16 pounds of wheeler bass?
We caught some on a spinnerbait this morning, then we went and swam a jig and flipped the rest of the day.
Did you think it was primarily a shad spawn deal on that spinnerbait? Like so many guys we covered this morning, it was fast and furious early, and then it kind of slowed down.
I think so. I mean, there was a bunch of bait there. They were starting to try to spawn a little bit.
Well, great bag, great points, and we'll see y'all at the next one. Great way to kick things off. Boat number 12, James DeMoss, Eric Fuller. 3 bass today. Going to go 667 for the Tennessee River Hammers. Ready to get back to Kentucky Lake.
Yeah.
As fast as you can get there. I understand that. All right. Parker Hamill, Jeff Hamill 1 bass, 242. Tell me a story other than a fish story.
It's a tough day on the pond. Got chewed up and spit out today. That's for sure.
It was rough out there today.
That too. So just ready to pack it up and head home.
Ready for Neely Henry. I understand it. All right, we've got William Lynn and Donna Lynn coming up next. Potentially a Mountain Dew Big Bass, I'm hearing. 1386 on the day. Great job.
We had a good day today. It's hard fishing. The first place I went, spent 2 hours and didn't have a bite, and we spent the rest of the day hunting for fish and come back to the same place while the wind blowing 90 miles an hour and caught the rest of these fish.
They lied to you in the morning, but then they showed up. 413, going to be a little shy of Mountain Dew Big Bass right now, 483. Great job, though. 225 boats went out this morning trying to get their share of a little over $64,000 in that total payout. The Fitzpatrick's coming up next, boat number 7. 5 fish limit. I feel like we're going to say that a lot today. 1177.
That's about what we expected. We never got a big bite through practice, and a lot of the fish we shook off yesterday went back and caught. Just never ran into a good one.
So I'm assuming when you're shaking them off, you're fishing up shallow, not fishing some of these bars out here on the flats like we saw.
Yeah, less than a foot.
That's my kind of fishing. That sounds like a good time. Thank you so much. Great job. Moving on, boat number 3, Wesley Anderson, Cody Harrison, 5 fish, 1202. You're trying to run. I can always tell.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go home.
Ready to go home?
Ready to go home.
All right. Go have supper. I'm going to be here for a while. But at least I got this new shirt from Academy today. John Simpson, do you like my shirt?
I love the shirt, man.
Shout out to Magellan.
Yeah, shout out.
They called me Tommy Bahama, but I said I'm Michael Magellan. So that's what Noah said. 4 bass coming up next for Brian Huffstutler, Stephen Morrow. 536 on the day. You're laughing. I mean, it's just some days it's tough out there.
It was tough, like a one-legged man in a butt-kicking contest. It was horrible. Gosh, it was like riding a donkey and kicked at the same time. I was like, I had my little rudder trying to stay in the boat. I couldn't. Just wasn't working. But we got them.
Hey, we brought them up here. One thing about it, you always bring it on stage. Thank y'all. Boat 139, Tim Thornberry, Tyler Thornberry, 3 fish. 661, and I can already tell you're trying to get away from it.
I'm going to the house.
All right, we'll see you at Neely Henry. So before things got kicked off, like we said, there's Shannon Briggs, Barry Hubbard, 1875. We had Craig Grubbs and Matt Ferguson, winners of our last event at Smith, had 1761 weighing in early. So looks like we got another good bag coming up. Caden Sinclair, Hunter Gibson, boat 20, 1671. That's a good day on the pond.
Yeah, it started off real good. Then it got pretty slow after that, but started off good.
Mainly, is that just a shad spawn kind of deal, catching them early, or just a little window?
No, we found several shad spawns, but we never came across any that actually had bass on them. There's shad all over the place right now, though. So
yeah, we saw that during live this morning. Everywhere I went, plenty of shad, but the bass aren't everywhere, that's for sure. Well, great job. Great event here at event number 3. Donnie Story, Denver Satterley, 5 bass. Good bag of fish. I'm hearing we got one we're going to weigh for Mountain Dew Big Bass. 1447 on the day for Story and Satterley. How'd we catch those? I pulled up on you guys today, I think.
We had a little shad spawn bite, got a quick limit, and then we went and fished some tops and coiled them up. Caught our best 2 fish in the last 10 minutes before we had to leave from way down there.
How was that ride?
Well, Lane Frost don't have anything on my partner because he rode his bull for 35 minutes.
So he's going to need to go to the chiropractor, you're telling me?
No doubt.
There'll be some chiropractor trips after today on Wheeler. Great job, guys. Story and Satterley, 415 on the Mountain Dew Big Bass. Going to fall a little short. 483 on top right now. Boat number 19, Jonathan Vincent, White Brown, coming up next with a 5 fish limit. How are we?
We're good. A little sore.
A little sore? A little rough out there?
Yeah, it was quite rough about a half an hour.
It did get tuned up at about 8 o'clock this morning. 11:51 on the day for some rough water bass.
Yeah, that's pretty low for the water we had to deal with.
Well, so you're saying the risk wasn't worth the reward today?
I think it was worth it. We caught a lot of fish, but that ride back was pretty rough.
I was glad to be back up here about 11 o'clock. Great job. Thanks for fishing with us. We'll see you at Neely Henry. Lamar Patterson, Chris Harcrow, boat number 22. Come on up here, boys. 5 fish that are going to go 10.55.
I'll take it.
All day, every day. How'd we do in the first 2 events?
Terrible the first one, decent on the second one.
2 more to go to make that top 75. Got to fish those boat docks to get there. Shane Mears, James Mears, boat number 1. You didn't have to wait very long for me to yell out your name this morning. 9:34 today.
It was a good ride this morning. Coming back was rough.
Coming back, would you go down the lower end?
All the way.
That was a fun ride. I actually said that on live. All the guys that went down there were going to pay a little bit coming back.
Yes, it was interesting.
Well, great job on the day. We will see you at the next one. Boat number 2, Mike Hood, Rocco Samiri, 5 fish. Very alive. They're flipping and flopping around in there. 785 on the day.
It's a rough day.
Little rough weather-wise, not the weight you wanted to see, I'm sure, but Neely Henry's coming right up.
Yeah, I'm ready for Neely. We didn't get to practice event. My partner had a death in the family, and so I just showed up, went fishing. It's lucky to have 5.
Our thoughts and prayers are with him, and we'll see y'all at Neely Henry. Delton and Dexton Gregory, boat number 6, good bag of fish right here. 5 that are going to go 15.26 on the day. How'd we catch those?
Shad spawn and then none flipping rest of the day. So
what were we flipping?
Just throwing a little D-bomb.
Okay, D-bombing around out there. How are you? He said, get him away from me. Great job today, guys. Got you in that Pro Guide leaderboard top 10 right now. Boat 25, Walker Brown and Sloan Pennington, 5 bass on the day, 12.90. It's Walker's fault.
Yeah, it's Walker's fault.
I would say.
Yeah, I mean.
Knocked him off with the net, didn't he?
Well, I'd rather him have just caught him, but.
It goes like that sometimes. You boys have a lot of success, and sometimes Walker lets you down.
Yeah, man, we were both cussing each other for a long time today. Yeah.
That's the thing about a team tournament. You can just point at each other all day long. I love it. Appreciate you guys. Great job. Jason Foster and James Foster, boat number 11. 5 that go 11.70 here at stop number 3.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't a bad day. I have to say, I didn't take a rough ride. I was in a Phoenix, so I don't have to worry about that anywhere I go. We went all the way to the dam, caught some fish early, caught some flipping, lost a few. That's part of it. Broke a few off. That's part of it, man. Just suck it up and go to the next one.
We'll see you at Neely Henry. Bill Mayo and Walt Roberts. We got a Mountain Dew Big Bass. Come on up here, Mr. Bait Fuel himself. 5 that go 11.32 on the day. Can we beat 4.83 for a Mountain Dew Big Bass?
It'll be close, maybe.
Let's see. 4.83 was a smallmouth too. $4.05 for a Wheeler Lake smallmouth, just a little bit short. How did we catch that big one?
I caught on a shaky head.
What kind of worm we putting on there?
Had to be a net bait, right?
That's what I was figuring you were going to say. Thank you, guys. It's a company man right there. Had bait fuel all over that, whatever he was using. Well, if it isn't the stars of the show. Darian Craig thinks the show is all about him, by the way. But today it was all about you guys on live. 1541 for Damian Willis and Tyler Kiker. Darian said this to me. He said, man, you know, you have those days in fishing that are truly, you can't do anything wrong. And you just catch fish after fish after fish. He's like, these guys had that on live this morning. Said it was pretty amazing watching you guys.
We caught a lot of fish, but we really had an opportunity to have a big bag today, and seems like every good bite we had, we found a way to mess it up. So it's been one of those days. We had a lot of fun, but it could have been a whole lot better.
We heard a little bit about that, some fish missing a bait a few times, but never were able to upgrade. But that's a great event for our Angler of the Year leaders. It's going to have you right in it going into Neely Henry. We'll see you there. They were our live show today, in case you're wondering, Willis and Kiker. Roger Riddle, Norman Ligon, 5 bass. Great bag of fish, 16.47. Fishing solo. Well, who needs a partner, I say.
I do somebody when I'm retying.
When you retie?
Yeah, I ain't got spot. It wouldn't have done no good today anyway.
Especially in that wind, sometimes having somebody else to take the reins.
I wasn't supposed to weigh in until 3:30, and I had to come on in because trolling motor's gone.
How'd we catch that bag?
Right out in the middle of the flats.
Chatterbait?
Ball and chain.
Ball and chain on the Carolina rig. What was on the business end of it? What was on the business end? What kind of bait we dragging?
Creature bait.
Creature bait. Okay, you're a little secretive on that. Hey, let's hold some of those up. Do we? They're already gone. They took them away from us. I was going to let the solo bag hold those up. Moving right along. Zach Marcus, John, David Bethard, 5 fish. Ready to get back to Lawrence County. 7:15. Not the day we wanted. I know you know this place well, but sometimes it's just like that.
Wrong decisions at the wrong time. Got some stuff on to fish around the house. See if I can't learn how to catch them back there again.
I understand. We'll see you down the road. Tom Taylor, Russ Reynolds, 5 bass that are going to go 10:48 today on Wheeler Lake. Did you surf any out there in those waves this morning?
Yes.
There was plenty of waves.
Yeah, this afternoon just crossing the river was bad.
Get you a little wet sometimes, yeah.
A lot of wet. Yeah.
One of those sunny days you need a rain suit. We understand. Great job. We will see you at Neely Henry. Boat 50, Ryan Adcock and Jonathan Marsh, and I'm hearing it's going to be a new leader, and I am looking at the scales, and they do not lie. 5 bass, 22.72 for Adcock and Marsh, and I mean a bag full of them in that Crush City weigh-in bag. Let's hold those bad boys. Well, we got one for big bass. I think we're going to beat that 484. What do you think it's going to go?
We're going to wait. We're going to beat it.
Going to beat it, he says. I'm excited with you. We're going to hold them up for pictures. It's going to be a lot of fun. They're all big. How are we going to pick? Just throw a dart. It's probably that one. 484 currently our Mountain Dew Big Bass. New Mountain Dew Big Bass 581. Just go ahead and get all of it, guys. Just hear one swoop early in the weigh-in.
We're trying to.
Let's hold those bad boys up. Take them right over here, and we'll hold them. I'm grabbing one of those because if you catch 22 pounds and a guy in a Hawaiian shirt that has redfish on it, it's not in the picture. I don't know what happens. Shout out to Academy. They are almost redfish size. Oh, I get the small one. Oh, thanks, guys. Would have never guessed that. Hold them up for Jason right here. Great job. And I'm just going to go out on a limb and say we're going to get to talk to you guys again here in just a little bit. But real quick before we go, how did we catch that bag?
Spinnerbait, a shad spawn.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Was it over pretty quick?
Hour.
So you had all that bag by
8 o'clock. All of it by 8. Never cold.
And then after that, you just rode around and ate snacks?
About right.
Hey, that was a pretty good day out there on the pond, 22.72. Up next, boat 17, Jimmy Wilson and Brian Holcomb, 1 fish, 334. Come right over here. It's never fun to weigh in behind the new tournament leader.
No, it was a bad day today.
Not at all. I'm not going to ask you about that. Did you guys have any good snacks?
Yep.
What was your best one?
Snacks?
Yeah, best snack. I mean, we're not going to talk about the fishing.
Oatmeal pie.
Oatmeal, okay, I'm with that. Thank you, guys. We will see you at Neely Henry. Tony Keefe, Brian Gregory, 2 bass, 261.
That's a bad day.
Bad day on the pond.
We'd have caught more if a wind would have blown.
Hey, if we had some wind, I think, yeah, they definitely would have been more. Thank you, guys. Boat 65 coming up. Some of our favorites coming in. Brent Crow, Jimmy Mason, great bag of fish. Going to take them right to second place, 1907. That's what we're expecting here on Wheeler Lake from you two.
Yeah, it was better than it has been the last couple of tournaments.
Well, how did we catch them real quick before we snap some pictures?
We caught part of them on a shad spawn this morning on a spinnerbait, and then the rest on a wacky rig.
I think that you, in particular, disabled your tracker so I couldn't find you. I ran around in circles trying to find you.
We were a long ways from here.
I know you were. I lost you early and never found you again. Let's get a picture. Mountain Dew Big Bass of 506, just going to be short of our 581 right now is leading that Mountain Dew Big Bass. Hold them up right here on the X's, boys. Great job. Brent Crow, Jimmy Mason, 1907 in second on that Pro Guide Batteries leaderboard. I'm getting in this picture too. Don't leave me the smallest one, Jimmy. It's not fair. I mean, I know y'all been out there all day working hard. Right here for Jason. Great job. Or it has and hit back up. Good job. Mason and Crow showing up and showing out. Up next, boat 42, Ashley Peebles, Anthony Wiley, 5 fish. 8:04 today. What else would you like to talk about? I mean, you just weighed in behind a 22 and a 19. I know how that feels. That is no fun.
It's better than weighing zero.
Exactly what I say. We got points to talk about. You know, we got the top 75. Going to go to the championship at Lay Lake, so every bass we weigh in matters with 2 to go. You looking forward to Neely Henry?
Yes, sir. It's my favorite one.
We will see y'all in just a few weeks. Bradley Jones, Brooks Goza, 5 bass and a good bag of fish. 16.59. Great job. How'd we catch them?
Caught the 2 biggest ones sight fishing, and the other one's just swimming around where they spawn at.
What kind of bite or what kind of bait, excuse me, were you throwing to catch those betters?
Just a beaver.
Just a beaver style bait. Great job. It's got you in the top 10 on the Pro Guide leaderboard. They're showing out so far, John Simpson. No wonder they were so excited to get out there this morning. They almost knocked you out of the takeoff boat. Boat 41, Danny Hill, Anthony Land, 5 fish, 11.78. And you got a cheerleader with you right here.
Right. That's better than all the fish.
I guarantee that's right. Where's Mom? Mom's out here. Look. Your shirt looks like mine. Look, right there. Thank you, guys. Jamie Smith, Michael Raines. Good bag of fish, 5 that are going to go 15.79. Going to have you just shy of the Pro Guide top 10 right now. How'd we catch them?
Ankle deep.
I like that. Swimming a jig on a frog. What were we doing?
Just both, flipping, swimming, frogging, whatever. As long as it was less than knee deep.
And so the wind didn't affect y'all much doing that, did it?
No, luckily we were out of the wind most of the day, but the ride back was a little rough.
Suspect. I understand. Thank you, guys. They are kicking them out today. Will Harding, Mike Dutton, boat 29.5 that are going to go 10.81 here at Wheeler Lake. Stop number 3.
That's about par for us.
Not par, just needed a couple more big ones.
Exactly.
I understand. We will see you at Neely Henry. Dennis Miller, Anthony Gay, 5 fish coming up here, and another good bag of fish. Wheeler Lake is healthy and kicking them out. 15.47. How do we catch them?
All of them on Carolina.
What were we dragging on that Carolina rig?
Just a little old bitty creature bait.
What kind of creature bait? See, you went generic with me. I feel like we got a secret we're not giving up. And now I got to dig for the details. Actually, I'm going to talk to Tony. Tony, what kind of creature bait were we throwing? I'm going to box him out.
It's an ultra vibe speed crawl.
Okay, ultra vibe speed crawl. Was he supposed to say that?
Well, that's fine. He didn't give you the color, though.
Okay. Sneaky. They're sneaky with me every tournament. They're never going to give me the goods. Matthew Fincher, Jacob Kimbrough, great bag of fish. 5 bass. Going to put them in the Pro Guide leaderboard top 10. 16.87. Great job. How did we catch those?
Crankbait.
What kind of crankbait?
A big one.
What kind of big crankbait?
Just a big crankbait.
Man, you guys, tight-lipped. I'm telling you, great job today. They said crankbait, big one, crankbait. It was a crankbait, John. No details. Hey, make sure you tell the same thing to Darian over there. Don't give him the goods. Keith Hester, Scotty Butler, 3 fish, 329.
Everything we done today went backwards.
Everything was backwards and ready for the couch.
Only one fish. It was decent, and he got off.
Hey, some days that's how it is.
We're going to Jack's.
Going to Jack's. Shout out to Jack's for sponsoring the ABT. Get some of those chicken fingers. You'll thank me later. Garrett Riles and Gary Riles, both 37.5 for 13.54 today. Miss Kay said earlier 12 to 13 pounds is going to get a check. How we like our odds?
Sounds good.
Okay, you want to stop the weigh in now? That's what he says. Shane Horton, Brandon Horton, 5 fish that are going to weigh 10.82. Did you have fun out there today?
We did have fun. I was just glad to have 5.
Hey, 5 goes a long way some days, right?
On a windy day like this, it does.
Yeah, you like it when that 5th one hits the box. Great job out there today. We'll see you, Neely Henry. Britt Perry, Chris Hargrove, 5 fish. We're saying that a lot today. A lot of 5 fish limits, Britt. 1167. Did we ever have that big kicker on?
Yeah, I had a couple of them on. Practice was great, and then the ABT curse for the weather killed it. So, I mean, 20.
What are you talking about? It's a beautiful day. There's nothing wrong with the conditions today. Oh, the wind.
Right. 20 pounds in practice and one practice, but, you know, that's how it goes.
You know, what if we started weighing them in on Friday? Do you think, Miss K, can we start weighing in on Friday for Britt?
No. Oh, well, maybe next time.
Hey, I think it's a good idea. Somebody always catches them in practice. Cody Payton, Randy Payton, 3 fish, 4:30. No, we have to work Saturday too, Kay. 4:38 on the day. Did you win practice?
Nah, we didn't do too good in practice.
Practice or the tournament, just ready to get out of Wheeler Lake and get to Neely Henry.
Yeah, ready for that Neely Henry.
We'll see you in Gadsden. Billy Terrell, Justin Anglin, 5 fish. 1069. I'm listening to Kay. That's my boss over there. She was talking about me over there. Yeah. I'm trying to. Well, here's the thing. That last fella there, he said he won practice. Why not have a weigh-in during practice? Miss Kay doesn't want to.
I like it. We should. Yeah. Absolutely.
Did you guys have a good practice?
No.
Okay. Well, then it wouldn't do you any good. Boat 45, Luke, Kyle, and Arch Cornett, a great bag of fish. Going to have them in our top 5. 1848. Great job. We need to hold some of those up, but how did we catch those real quick?
We caught them on a worm and a jig pretty much all day. We caught our best 5, though, before probably 9 o'clock. We had this right here.
We've definitely heard a lot of that, and we saw a lot of that on ABT Live, fish getting caught early.
Yeah, it was fun right out the gate. We caught them pretty good, and then as the day went on, it was like the brakes just got hit, and it was a grind the rest of the day. We caught a few small ones the rest of the day, but nothing really to help us.
Some surfing in the waves, I'm sure. Let's hold a few of those up. Great job. $22.72 on top right now. Ryan Adcock, Jonathan Marsh, Brent Crow, and Jimmy Mason in second with $19.07. Boat 28 coming up next. Ash Goja and Danny Pettis. They're being contrary, aren't they? Pretty smallmouth. And hold them up right here for Jason Duran. Ash Goja, Danny Pettis, 5 that are going to go. 9:03 today. What happened? Don't you like when people ask you that? I used to hate that when I fished tournaments. Be like, what happened? Well, if I knew it, I'd have 22 pounds, right?
They're in space. They ain't here.
They're somewhere else. They're in everybody else's bag. That's what I used to say. Sean Lolly, Davey Lolly. Great bag of fish coming up here. 1587 for the Lollies. Great job. How'd we catch them?
Mainly just caught them first thing this morning, like a shad spawn. Just basically on spinnerbait and chatterbait, stuff like that.
Just old school slinging at them. That's a good time.
Yeah, it was. It happened really, really fast. I caught one, and then he caught the rest.
Oh, so we don't even need to talk to you then.
Well, I mean, if the tournament had been over at 6:30, we'd have won, hands down. That's what we had.
Next time you got to call me, and I'll talk to Kay. I'll see what I can do. We could stop it at 6:30. But I will be honest with you, there were a lot of people that caught them before 7. So I don't know. There was a lot of that going on. Great job. 625. James Myers, Mark Waits, 3 fish. Kay's going to fire me today. I'm making all kind of rule changes. 432. Do you think we should have ended the tournament at 6:30?
We shouldn't even came over here.
You said we shouldn't even came to Ingalls. We'll see you at Neely Henry. Smallmouth coming up here. Chris Blackwood, Larry Melvin. 5 bass are going to go 10 even right on the dot.
I thought.
You thought on a windy day.
Oh, yeah. A lot of wind.
We had plenty of that. Maybe we won't at Neely Henry. We will see you in Gaston. Justin Lane, Luke Mason. 5 fish for boat 61. Good bag of fish. $13.92 today.
That was a breezy day.
A little bit breezy.
It is windy as crap. I think that's the most wind I've ever fished in.
It was, and it seemed like it came from all directions at one point, like it was a tornado. It was crazy.
Did you find anywhere to get out of it? For even?
Yeah, right here in my truck once we took out at 11 o'clock when live was over. But other than that, there was no chance. So we were on live, and they kept telling us in the control room, hey, there's too much wind in your microphone. I'm like, buddy, I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, it was bad. How did we catch those today?
A little bit of everything. Caught some on the chatterbait, which is typical here. Caught one on shaky head. That was it. I think that's what all 5 came on.
All she wrote, but a good bag of fish, hopefully to get a check.
I asked Noah about sitting beside us, how rough it was.
Noah was taking pictures of you. It was a little rough.
He was trying to.
He tried. He lasted about 5 minutes and left.
That sounds like Noah. He quits early sometimes. We have to dock his pay. Lance Whitaker, Jeremy Briscoe, great bag. 5 that goes 17.02. Going to have them in 6th place on the Pro Guide leaderboard. That's what we expect from you guys on the Tennessee River, though, at this point.
Yeah, it was tough fishing, but we did all right.
Did we see any concrete today?
Yeah, we seen concrete, but we didn't see no boat camera.
Now, listen. If they would have put that assignment on me today, I think I'd have just put it back on the trailer. That's a long way from here.
It is a long way. I think it's 46 miles one way.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about us coming all the way up there, especially on a windy day. But once you got up that way, you probably got out of the chop a little bit.
No, it was pretty bad at the dam.
Really?
Yeah, it was worse at the dam than it was about halfway down.
Let's hold a couple of those up right there. Briscoe and Whitaker, winners of our Pickwick stop last year. No strangers to ABT success. Pretty smallmouth. Right out front, right here. 17.02. 16.47 to get in that Pro Guide Batteries leaderboard top 10 right now currently. Adam Brown, Greg Diggs, 5 bass, 9.33 today. How are we doing?
It was tough.
Tough day, tough moving around sometimes with that wind.
We stayed close, so it wasn't too bad, but we probably should have ran to the dam, it looks like.
Yeah, they looked like they were biting up there a little bit. Jamie Chapman, Elliott Galt, 5 fish that are going to go 9.61 today. You said, that was a big exhale.
Yeah, we knew on practice our 2 days we never got a big bite. We said, well, right on 10, 11 pounds, and so we caught everything we thought we'd catch.
Sometimes when you have a practice like that, you're like, well, you know what? I'm saving my big one for the tournament. It just doesn't happen sometimes.
Well, we travel with a big group of guys, and they all laugh at us because we always catch big ones in practice. And so we didn't catch them in practice this time, so we knew today was the day. It didn't happen.
They lied to you. They lied to you. We'll see you next time. Packy Lawrence, Jeremy Holden, 2 for 334. And let's just talk bad about Jeremy. You want to?
Yeah, it was his fault. We practiced. He didn't put us on no fish.
Did he talk a little bit today?
No, he just yelled a lot.
He just yelled a lot? Was he mad? Did he ever yell anything about honey buns and Trey Swindle?
That's right. It's all Trey's fault.
It is Trey's fault, dadgummit. We'll see y'all at Neely Henry. Always blame a swindle. That's a good lesson in life. Always blame a swindle. 22.72 on top. Ryan Adcock and Jonathan Marsh over in an hour, they said, this morning. The Herd's coming up next. Danny and Fisher Herd. 5 fish today. How you doing, young man? Step right over here. Do you have 30 pounds today?
No, sir. No.
Do we have 25 pounds?
No.
15?
No.
18?
No.
11?
A little more, maybe.
Okay. I knew I'd get there. 13.88. Good job today. Miss K said 12 to 13 pounds are going to be in check range. What do you think?
Hopefully.
Top 40.
Oh, yeah.
How'd we catch those?
Swimming and jig a lot, mainly. Shallow.
That's a fun bite when they get that thing. Were you doing the Alabama shake, as Darian calls it?
Yeah.
Only one way to swim a jig, and that's it, right?
Oh, yeah.
See you at Neely Henry, 1388. Eric Morris, Randy Tolbert, 5 fish, 1235. Is that going to be enough for a check?
Probably not.
They are catching them, I will say that. But Miss Kay said 12 to 13 pounds. I got to keep throwing her name out there. You can get mad at her if 12 doesn't get a check.
Yeah, I'll be mad at her. Ours are all deformed. Their eyes are too close to her tail.
You'll have that problem sometimes. Great job. We saw these fellas on live, Caden and Chris Acree. They got 5 that are going to go 14-14, but they got a big one in there. We showed that thing. You step right over here. You dug this joker out on live for us. 581, our Mountain Dew Big Bass right now. What's it going to weigh officially? What are you thinking now?
792.
792. What do you think?
8 on the dot.
8 on the dot, they say. All right. Whoo. New Mountain Dew Big Bass, 770 on the day. Look at that Wheeler Lake stud. Goodness gracious, she's as wide as she is long. Hold it right up front out here, guys, too. Jason, he's gonna steal the show. He said, let me get a dose of that. Look at that. My fist. Look at my fist. 770. You told me 8 pounds. Great job. Did you get that on GoPro? I did. Well, we're going to need to talk about that. Miss Kay, you better get that footage. 770 on a Mountain Dew Big Bass. Winners here last year, Alan Hayes and Danny Bishop in our season finale. 5 that are going to go 1092. Let's blame Jerry Lawler. Y'all want to?
Let's blame TVA for spraying the lake.
You'd like to blame Jerry. Come on, we can blame Jerry Lawler.
We fine on me?
Let's do it. Jerry Lawler's fault. See you guys next time. It's a fickle sport. You never know. Justin Buckles, Chad Jones, 5 bass. 1046. How did we catch those today?
Junk fishing. Swim jig, buzz bait, and spinner bait. Yeah.
I said that on live multiple times. You can fish any way you want to on Wheeler right now and get a bite. That is for sure.
Yeah, normally in the years past we've caught them good doing that, but today we had 2 fish 45 minutes ago and finally grinded out a limit. So I'm happy with it. So we can go on to the next one.
They call those little victories in life, right? 2 fish going into the end of the day and turn into 5. Chris Britton and Eric Springer, boat 51, good bag of fish. 1534, going to be just short of our top 10 right now, but doing what you guys do here, catching them.
Hey, that's all we can do.
How'd we catch them today?
Caught them early this morning on a spinnerbait, shad spawn, and then went flipping the rest of the day.
We up here, we down the lake, running all over.
We went plumb down, plumb up. We've been everywhere.
Road more than anything else.
How's your back?
It'll be sore tomorrow, bro.
Good job. They said that Phoenix ride's good. Christian Clemens, Michael Larkin, 5 bass that go 807. Where all did you go today?
We went upriver. It's hard to weigh a fish when you can't keep them hooked up.
That happens. Were you using hooks?
Sir?
Hooks? Were you using hooks?
Sometimes you wouldn't even think it.
I've had those days. Thank you, guys. Sean Camp, Craig Say. 5 bass away, 11-14. Is that what we expected?
Yeah. After practice was horrible, yes. We'll take 11.
Sometimes you're just like, why can't I get a big one on game day, though, right?
The only thing we didn't catch was a brim.
Okay, so you hit the grand slam on Wheeler, just no brim. See you at Neely Henry, boys. Craig Childers, Nikki Taylor, 5 bass. A lot of limits so far, 1168. How'd we catch those?
Cranking.
What kind of crankbait?
Rapala.
Well, we like that, a little Rapala action. Which one? We're throwing a DT 6, 8, 10, 14, 20. I think they make like a 30 now, too. I'm not sure.
All the lower ones.
All the lower ones, a little shallow cranking. All right. We got one we're going to weigh. Smallmouth, 402. That ties our biggest smallmouth of the day. Is that a PB?
No.
What's your PB smallmouth?
Over 5.
Ooh, well, that's what we like to hear. Thank y'all for fishing with us. See you at Neely Henry. Some Rapala cranking going on. Jake Gibson, Michael Gibson. 5 bass, $11.99, just short of 12 pounds.
It was a fun day. Caught a bunch of fish. Just never caught a big one.
How did we catch them?
Flipping and topwater.
What kind of topwater? Now you got my attention.
Frog.
Even more, you have my attention. What kind of frog?
Honestly, I don't know. I think it's spro frog.
See, you had to think about it. I feel like that. I think maybe we're throwing that around pads, some of the water willow bushes, or just everything.
Anywhere shallow.
That sounds fine.
I just want to say hi to my twins, Bobby and Cooper. They're 20 months. They're watching right now.
Bobby and Cooper, the twins watching us at home. Barry Vest, Dustin McDaniel, fixing to shake things up on the leaderboard and go all the way to second place with 19-16 for 5 big old Wheeler Lake bass. And we got one we're going to weigh for Mountain Dew Big Bass. Will it beat a 770?
No.
Will not.
Nope.
How big is it going to be?
I don't know.
We're fixing to see. John Simpson will tell us. That's a big one. When they're all big, it's hard to pick sometimes. $770 right now, the Mountain Dew Big Bass. $531 on a Mountain Dew Big Bass. Let's hold those bad boys up out here for a picture. I'm going to jump in there with you guys. Give me the biggest one if you don't care. I didn't do. We got to show that. Yeah, look, I got this at Academy. Oh, he did. Listen. I can't get it. Bite my finger. There we go. Look, they did give me one of the big ones. I'll hold them right here for Jason. Look at the belly on that one right there. All right, real quick. Great bag of fish. Real quick before we run off. Let's hear the story on how it. Just him? No, just him?
Go ahead.
Is that because he'll lie to me, or how's this work? How'd we catch those today?
Flipping.
Flipping. Are we flipping bushes, grass?
Bushes.
I like to hear that. That's some Wheeler Lake juice right there.
Yeah, I think there were a lot of them bedding, so.
Well, that's a pretty fun day. Then I imagine maybe it'll hold up and get you in the top 3 at the end of this thing.
Maybe.
Hope so. Well, great job. We'll see you guys again later. They're trying to run off. I think they're lying. Did they come over here and tell you they were lying to me? Is that what they were doing, John?
That's what they said.
Liars. Every one of them. Barry Vest and Dustin McDaniel. Great job. Philip Harrell and Clint Gilbertson. Holy cow. Just when we thought it couldn't get any better. 24-28 to take the lead. Goodness gracious. Y'all just low and slow, quiet over here. Just standing around waiting on me to quit running my mouth, which will never happen in life. How in the world did we find 24 pounds of Wheeler Lake bass?
If the wind is your friend, the shad spawn is the hot chick in the school.
Hey, if the wind is your friend, the shad spawn's the hot chick at the school. I love it.
Yeah, we hit that spot this morning, got our limit. We ran and hit a couple other things, and we were like, where can we go and upgrade with this size fish? Went back and backed out off a secondary point a good ways and started throwing a big G swim bait. And I think he caught the biggest one about 45 minutes ago.
And here we are. Let's hold these suckers up. How are you going to figure out which one's the biggest one? They're all giants. 770 our Mountain Dew Big Bass. Harrell and Gilbertson, they're like Miley Cyrus coming in like a wrecking ball early in the weigh-in. Goodness gracious. Some experts on ABT Live said it would take 20 pounds today. I think Jason Duran said that. Oh, yeah, I'm getting in on this. Dude, let's go. They're all big, Jason. Shad spawn and wind is your friend. Goodness gracious. They're all big. Great job. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say we're going to get to talk to you guys in just a little bit. Again, great job. Chad Hall, Ryan Hall, 5 that weigh 1178. Do you want me to call it out?
Well, I mean,
It just is what it is, right?
Somebody's got to follow them, don't they?
Oh, it's the worst. I've been there way too many times in my life. How was it out there today? I know not the weight you wanted, but fish seem to be biting around a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we caught some fish, just didn't catch any big ones. Just stayed shallow all day. Really rough, so.
Swimming a jig?
No, caught them all flipping bushes, but it is what it is.
Some days they weighed 11. What did they weigh? 11 something. That's great. See you, buddy. Chad Hall. J.J. Atwell, Steve Fultz, 5. That weigh 609 on the day. You thought you had 4? Maybe you did. Thank y'all. 24-28. Harrell and Gilbertson. I'm shook up about that, Jason. That beat all our weight predictions. Our weight predictions have been beat twice today. Here comes another great bag. Joshua Clark, Jonathan Skinner, going to get in our Pro Guide leaderboard top 10 with 1698 today on Wheeler Lake. Let's hold some of those up right out here. 9th place on the Pro Guide Batteries leaderboard right now. Smallmouth. Beautiful. Wheeler Lake kicking them out today. Landon Rich, Joshua Liniger, 1 bass coming up. Come right over here. 192. And, I mean, do we want to blame our partner?
Yeah, he's not.
Bates. Yeah, there we go. Let's blame him.
I had little motor problems, so that's my excuse.
Well, that's never any fun, and there's a lot of factors you got to deal with when you tournament fish, right? Weather. I said it today on live. If you have one mishap during an 8-hour day, it can really ruin your entire tournament.
True statement, my friend.
We'll see you at Neely Henry. Get that motor fixed. See you there. Vance Hines, Tim Hines, 5 bass that are going to weigh 828 here at stop number 3. We'll see you at Neely Henry. $16.87 to be in that Pro Guide Batteries leaderboard top 10 right now. Boat 69, Alan Branham and Gene Branham. Very alive. 1267. Is that going to be enough to get paid?
I don't know. It'll be close.
That's kind of was our pre-tournament prediction coming in, 12, 13 pounds. But now we've seen a 22, a 24, several 14s and 15s. It is it's kicking them out there on the good old Tennessee River.
Yeah, it was rough out there today, but they bit all right.
They did bite a little bit early for sure. We'll see you guys at Neely Henry. Waylon Mullis, Jeff Fansler. 5 bass, 10.53 today.
That's all right.
It's all right. We'll take it. Points. Yeah. Try to get that top 75 to make the championship. 2 events to go.
Yeah, we lost a big one probably about 15 minutes ago, but that's the way it goes.
That is always how it goes. It seems like when you get that one bite you need. John Watwood, Shane Barrett, 5 bass today. 11.20 today. How we doing?
Doing good.
How we catch those?
Cinco.
Now that you're back stable ground? Yeah, and the boat's not doing this. You'll be doing that tonight in your sleep.
Right. We just couldn't get that one big bite we needed.
That's what it takes. Or 5 big bites sometimes. We've seen some of these guys. Goodness gracious. Great job. We'll see you guys in Neely Henry. Todd Beatty, Ethan McDonald, 5 bass. Good bag fish, 13.30. Is that going to get a check?
I doubt it.
The boys are they're catching them today, but I do think at Wheeler, you know, you're going to see a lot of 10s, 11s, and then that 12. I do think 13 pounds is that separator, so we'll see.
Maybe so. We caught a bunch of fish, just no size.
How'd we catch them?
Flipping boat docks.
Flipping boat docks all day, every day. Andy Cobb, Bob Ellis coming up next. Boat 66. Uh-oh. Timeout. Oh, we got one. One got loose. Do I need to get my flipping stick? Did Cameron Galtney lose that? It's probably Cameron Galtney's fault. I'm just saying. He looks suspicious. Right out of the Crush City weighing back. Andy Cobb, Bob Ellis. 5 that weigh 601. You had to catch them twice.
We're lucky to have them. We are happy to have them.
Listen, any day that you can catch a limit, especially when the conditions are crazy, some days you just take that little victory and roll onto the house and roll to the next one.
That's right. That's right. We had a couple opportunities, a couple missed fish, but nothing to really help us get in the top 10. So
see you at Neely Henry. Ty Cox, Cameron Galtney with a bag coming up here. 1797, doing Tennessee River things as they tend to do. Real quick, tell me about it, and then we need to hold those bad boys up because that's got you in the top 10 yet again on the Pro Guide Leaderboard top 10.
We caught most of them this morning on a shad spawn, and then just fish shell beds. We stayed around Decatur all day. Didn't have many boats, but we probably figured out why.
Yeah, once you went up and down a few times, you figured it out. That's for sure. At about 9 o'clock, I was ready to be anywhere but right out there when we were doing the live coverage. Did you knock that fish out of that guy's back?
I did. I was trying to win, yeah.
You're boxing out. I get it. Let's hold these up. Cameron Galtney, Ty Cox in 7th place, 1797. Wheeler kicking them out today. We said there would be fireworks at Ingalls Harbor on live, John Simpson. We weren't lying, were we?
No, not at all.
The anglers lie to us, but we don't lie on live, do we? Darian probably does sometimes. Timothy Campbell, Richard Todd. 1 bass today. Boat 93. Going to go 144 today.
Yeah.
It's a good mustache.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
Do you like my shirt?
Awesome.
I think between my shirt and your mustache, we could take over the world. I'm not going to lie.
So, too.
I think so. I'll meet you at Academy. That's where I got this shirt. We'll get you one, too. Tracy Robinson, Dustin Robinson, winners of stop number 1 at Pickwick Lake this year. 15:57. Great job.
That was about what we expected. Not much more, not much less.
How'd we catch them?
We caught them swimming a jig mostly.
The old Alabama shake?
We try to avoid the shake.
Try to avoid the shake?
Yeah. We just reel them in.
Okay, I like it. Just reeling a jig, not swimming a jig. The Robinsons, great job. Alan Renner, Scott Barnes, 5 fish. 10 pounds. 10-12. I keep forgetting I can't say ounces. I always like to scream that out. 10-12. How'd we catch those today?
Spinnerbait. Yep, in the wind.
Some old schooling going on straight in the
Hey, I just want to tell you that I'm glad it wasn't raining and we're not at Smith Lake.
Okay. I'm glad it was not cold either. I'm actually getting to wear shorts for once at an Alabama Bass Trail. Jay Kendrick, Chuck Hughes coming up. Good bag. 14-22. You look tired.
I'm wore out. I rode the nose of that boat up. I still feel like I'm going up and down.
You will tonight at about 8 o'clock still, I can imagine. How'd we catch those today?
We caught them on the shad spawn this morning on a crankbait. Had a little flat and had a bunch of fish up there, and we caught quite a few. All kind of fish. I think we caught everything but a brim.
Somebody else said that. Where are the brim?
I have no idea, but I know where the catfish and the drum and the few bass are.
We caught them up right there, 14-22. Hey, listen, Academy Sports and Outdoors, where you can find this shirt. You hear that, Kay? They're complimenting my shirt. David Kyle, Scott Callahan, 1 fish today, 205 on the day, and you're running off. I can always tell body language. They're like, I'm not talking to you at all. John, why do you think people run away? They just don't like me? I stink? What do you think the deal is?
I think they're just scared to talk a little bit.
They don't like the fat rascals, do they? No, they don't. Unless they catch fat rascals, and then they won't talk to us. Lee Brown and LJ Brown, 5 fish today. 1187. How are you, sir?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. It's a nice day now that I'm not out there, surfing.
Yes, sir, it is.
How'd we catch those today?
On a swim bait.
Early, late, all day?
All day.
All day? You needed to talk to these other guys because they were catching them early, and then that was it.
Yeah. But we had to make about a 90-mile run this morning.
Well, that's a long ways. Where'd you go? Memphis?
Just about.
Well, good luck. Neely Henry will see you next time. John ran off. Did I say? Was it something I said?
I think it's the shirt.
Could be. Could be. Really, Daniel? We're supposed to be bros up here. Daniel, they're catching them out here. Are they catching them better than you thought?
Yeah, I actually predicted 24 early in the week, but with the wind, I went down to 21. But I wish I'd stuck with 24 now.
Well, I'd say you were the only one that guessed that. Mark Singleton, Jake Abernathy, we pulled up on this crew on live. They were doing work, 1398 on the day. You said on one spot. Did you ever leave?
For a few minutes. We went right back.
But did you catch most of them early? We pulled up on you at 11 o'clock, and you were catching them and kind of eyeballing them and culling them.
Never caught another one after you left.
I'm sorry I brought the black cloud. It's probably because Darian was just right across the river. Most of the time, when he gets close, bad things happen, just so you know.
I blame him.
Blame Darian. Stupid Darian. Daryl Gentry, Bradley Kessler, 5 fish that weigh 1186 today. Thank y'all. Moving right along. 24-28 on top, Harrell and Gilbertson with a bag of them on Wheeler Lake. Terry Pryor, Terry Mann with a great bag. Just shy of our Pro Guide Batteries leaderboard top 10. 16-33 today. We heard y'all's name on live. You hurting? Did he hurt you today?
I started to get one of those tugboats and bring it back. That was a rough ride.
I didn't know. Was that from carrying the team? Who carried the team today? Or was it a team effort?
It was a team effort just getting back today.
We understand. Briar Man. Thank y'all. See you, Neely Henry. Bud Wilson, James Robinson Jr., 2 bass, 3:15 today. Tough day and ready for the house and maybe a cold one or two.
Cold one or two.
Okay. Feel a cold one coming on, he says. Bruce Griffin and Shane Emerson coming up next. Boat 77. Another 5 bass limit. We're going to say that a lot today, John Simpson. I feel like it's good to see. 1370 today. Is it going to be enough to get paid up?
I sure hope so.
Fingers and toes crossed.
Absolutely.
Want us to stop the weigh in?
Well, you can cut it off now. I'll be good. What are we in? What are we in right now?
It's pretty, 30th maybe. I don't know. 25th. Okay. I'm really not sure. Wesley Sams and Craig Daniel, boat 80 coming up. Fresh off a top 5 at Smith Lake. 1074 on the day. It's Craig's fault.
It's a bottom 5 today.
It's a bottom 5?
Yeah, it's Craig's fault.
Let's blame him.
Yeah, we will. Practice was terrible. We didn't even know if we could catch a fish. We just never was on anything. But we lost one fish today, probably about a 5 or 6 pounder that hurt us. But that's the only fish we lost, and that's everybody's story. So we'll go on to the next one.
It is interesting that the big ones are always the one that decide to come off. You never talk about little ones on stage, right?
That's right.
That's how it goes, Wesley. We'll see y'all, Neely Henry. Sam Moody, Ray Battles Jr., 5 bass. Come on up here. 12:20 today. You fished this place just a time or two.
Once or twice, him too.
Yeah, both of y'all. Now, were we catching them early on a shad spawn, catching them all day? How'd it go out there?
We haven't been able to find anything in the shad spawn. So we ended up just going down to Spring Creek and beating around.
Speaking of beating around, you had to get back. How was that ride?
It wasn't a lot of fun. We lost our big fish. We lost him coming back. He was great till we got about halfway and we checked him, and he had bellied up.
Got to the nuclear plant and it started looking like Lake Erie, most likely. Sam Moody, Billy Hadcock, Darian Kyle. Y'all thought I was in trouble. He was not getting on to me. I've known Sam Moody my whole life. He was not yelling at me. I know everybody thinks that. Luke's always in trouble. I'm not. Billy Hadcock, Darian Kyle. 1487. It's the shirt, I think. Great job. 1487. How we catch those?
We caught most of them on a buzz bait.
That sounds like a really good time.
Yeah, it was. We had a good time. We ate real good. I need to thank his wife, Gwen. She made us biscuits and pork chops, and we had just a boat full of them. They were delicious.
Is Gwen around here, and does she make lunch or dinner? I'm getting hungry.
I don't know, but if she keeps doing this, she's gonna keep getting brownie points. We're gonna tell her every time, thank you.
Shout out to Gwen. Also, I'm jealous. Those Walker boys coming up here, Lance and Cole. 1437 today. You ran all over the place to catch those too, sounds like.
I did. We stopped at the other concrete way down there this morning in that Phoenix, I tell you. We'd found 2 good groups of fish offshore that were postponed, and you couldn't fish them. And so we just doubled back and actually put a shaky head in our hand, and we're glad to have what we had. We lost 2 other good fish, probably could have had 16 or 17 pounds, but that just happens, you know. But we found one group that we'd love to if they would ever set up. We tried to fish them, and this way, Cole did not catch a fish today because he drove the boat while I fished off the back. Let's put it that way. So glad he had that. But you know, it's the lakes clearly got them. We just don't know this area up here. The times we've caught them, we know that down there, and we like fishing offshore. And that's we knew when we saw the weather forecast it probably wasn't going to work, and it didn't.
Turns out it didn't, but Cole Walker's Guide Service might get you a check today. Brad Hammer, Roger Stegall, some more of those Pickwick hammers. 1270 today from Mr. Stegall. How are you, sir? Good to see you. How'd we catch that today?
We caught them every kind of way. We caught them on spinnerbait, buzzbait, Carolina rig, Texas rig, a frog. I don't know. Chatterbait. We caught them.
How many rods did y'all have out? All of them.
He was doing all the throwing. I was throwing a spinnerbait and a worm and catching them on it. I mean, I bet we caught 25 or 30 keepers today.
There's a lot of fish to be caught. Is somebody calling us right now? Somebody trying to book a guide trip for Roger Stegall?
They can wait.
They can wait. All right. Roger Stegall. See you guys next time. John Kellett, Zeke Gossett, we pulled up on these guys on live, and they were doing a lot of work early, and looks like they improved on it. 1790 for our 2023 ABT North Angler of the Year. Winners is going to have you in the top 10 right now. Did we catch them after we left the spot I saw y'all?
Yeah, we caught our whole bag pretty much came from there. We started out with about 14 pounds, and we ran around and should have ended up staying there. I pulled out the old trusty dusty Carolina rig and caught our kicker.
You were catching them. You were putting it on them out of the back there for a little bit this morning too, John.
Yeah, once he put on one of them baits for me, I just started slinging. So.
Once he tied it on for you, John. Let's hold those up. Zeke Gossett, John Kellett, doing what they do. Beautiful. Right out here, guys. Got him in 8th place with 1790 right now. Up next, boat 82, Delano Green Jr. Great bag of fish coming up. Always catching them. Yes, sir. Going to take you all the way to 3rd place with 19.99. We needed one more drop of water to get that 20 bag. Come on.
Hey, it is what it is. I take it because it wasn't easy for us.
No doubt about. We'll take 19.99 in 3rd place right now for sure. How'd we catch those?
Shad spawn.
So early, and then it was over.
Well, kind of. So we caught about 17 pounds of it early, and then we called up 2 or 3 times throughout the day. Around 10, 11 o'clock, and then after that it was over.
So then you just been riding around eating snacks. That's a good day when it's like that. Let's hold them up for some pictures. Great job, Delano Green Jr., 3rd place overall, 19.99, and I'm holding one up. I think I crashed y'all's picture at Pickwick, too, with big bag of smallmouth. I'm bad about that. I did not have on this awesome shirt then, though. That's for sure. Jason Duran. Great job, guys. Thank y'all. Up next, Gavin Moy, Luke Gerald, 5 fish. 890 on the day for Wheeler Lake. You said, whew.
It was a grind out there. I mean, we had to grind for every bite we got. Caught every fish on a different bait. It just was not our tournament. Bad practice, bad tournament. It's just how it goes.
Do you want to blame Luke?
It's Luke's fault.
Luke, dadgummit.
I caught the kickers, so.
Oh, dadgummit, it's Gavin's fault.
It's always the Luke.
It's always, trust me. Trust me. I've been hearing that since 1983. Boat 78, Trip Nugent, Merrill Deering. I get blamed for stuff I wasn't even trying to get blamed for. 980. Would you guys like to blame me for anything?
We need to blame somebody, but
please don't blame me.
We couldn't catch no fish, man. It was awful. We couldn't catch no big fish at all.
Just ready for Neely Henry. I will see you in Gadsden. Drew Cagle, Mark Trupiano, boat 122. 11:25 today. How are we, sir?
Oh, very good. They got lucky today. Had some come off that could have helped us.
So you're saying the other guys got lucky?
That's right. They got lucky.
All right. So you're sending a warning shot that if they don't come off at Neely Henry, they're in trouble.
Yeah, they watch out at Neely Henry.
I'm liking it. We'll see you guys there. Charlie Craycraft, Chris Craycraft. I like a warning shot about lost fish. 508-899. Oh, you threw him out already? You guys already had a fight? Yeah. Do you want to have an auction to see who wants to be your partner at Neely Henry?
What about you?
Miss K won't let me fish, man. I'm not eligible.
We can go fish some boat docks.
Fishing boat docks. It's a popular pattern at Neely Henry out here. Tim Griffith, David Ayers, 5 that weigh 718 today.
Good deal.
Good deal. What are you going to say? Idiot guy in a Hawaiian shirt sticks a microphone in your face. I understand. Brent Lawley and Davis Lawley. He said, good deal. 3 fish. 3 good ones for $865. We needed those 2 other ones.
Couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it?
Nope.
This wasn't happening.
Not today.
No way, no how.
We're ready to get to the home part.
All right. See you guys in Neely Henry. Greg Jones and Jeremiah Sparks, boat 125, 3 bass. 3 good ones again. 921 needed their friends up here today. We'll see you at Neely Henry. Uh-oh. There's trouble a brewing always with these 2 guys. Terry Tucker and Jeremy Green coming up here. How was it today? Did we catch something?
We were waiting on the wind, but
I think it's supposed to blow tomorrow.
Yeah, it didn't happen today.
1051, not a Terry Tucker, Jeremy Green. 37 pounds. He already deleted.
I knew it sounded wrong.
1051 sounded wrong, didn't it?
Well, that's about right.
That's about right.
Right, Dave. Well, listen, I want to tell you, I fished a lot of trails. All the way from the top all the way to the bottom, and this Alabama Bass Trail is one of the best run trails I've ever fished, and I really enjoy it.
We appreciate that, and we appreciate y'all being here. And, hey, next time we're going to a little place that maybe you know a little something about. Are we looking forward to that next derby there at Neely Henry?
Well, actually, I hate Neely Henry, to be honest with you.
Come on, now listen. This man right here is taking my money at Neely Henry more than anybody on any lake.
Well, maybe when I was a younger man, about 50 years ago, I could, but I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see y'all there. We know y'all will show up and show out. Keith Vann and Jeremy Jones, 2 bass today. 416, ready for Neely Henry.
Ready to go home.
Ready to go home, he says. Dwayne Swindle, Michael Doty, 5 bass. Step right over here. Good bag of fish. 11:24 on the day. Probably going to fall just short of check range. We got those points. Try to get you in that top 75.
We need all we can get.
Need all the points. Well, Neely Henry, we got 2 left. Well, how are we feeling about Neely?
Ask me next time.
Okay. I'll ask you right here next time. That's a deal. Joshua Campbell, Taylor Galt, 142. They got 1088 on the day. How are we doing?
It was tough.
The face says it all. You're like, that stank face. I know it well.
The wind killed us.
The wind is no fun.
We felt like we was on them yesterday, and then we went out there today, didn't get a bite doing anything we did during practice. So we just swung at them, and it landed where it landed.
Salvaged it and brought in 10 pounds or 11 pounds. We'll see y'all at the next one. Lanny Guthrie, Chunk Hinton, boat 124. We saw these guys on live today. 1338. Good job out there.
Yeah, we're happy with that.
Let us watch you a little bit on live. Y'all were chunking and winding going down the riverbank with a chatterbait. Was that the main deal all day or just when we were with you?
When you were with me, that was what the deal was. We switched gears after you left and got upgraded quite a bit.
Can you tell me what that was, or was that a secret deal?
Oh, no, we swimming a jig.
Okay, swimming a jig. Great job. See you at Neely Henry. Chris Duckett, Donovan Williams, 5 bass. 11:05 today for boat 111. How did we catch those?
Spinnerbait.
Early?
Yes.
And then it was over.
It was over.
And we've heard a lot of that today. See you at Neely Henry. Early and over. It's the story of Wheeler Lake for a lot of our teams. Lee Pitts, come on up here, buddy. Steve Engel, 5 bass. 1267. Is that going to be enough for a check?
Man, I hope so. I hope our luck turns around. We've had it's been a tough day for us in that wind. We had to have a little surgery and dig.
Oh, let's see that. Ooh, that looked painful.
Yeah, it's not fun. But
did you do it or did your partner do it?
I cut it out, so it was not fun.
Let's hear this story. Come on, how did this happen?
You know, they say fishing is not a contact sport. Man, I tell you what, I'm beat and broke bones and old and crippled and everything else, but that right there, man, it run all the way through and bounced off the bone, and now I can't straighten that finger out. So.
You might need a tetanus shot. Get this man to the hospital now. Lee Pitts, to 12 pounds on the day. Great job. Brandon Bolton and Kenny Underwood. I'm not going fishing with Lee and Steve. 10-22 for Bolton and Underwood for 5 fish. Good job today, guys. Got those points. Move on to Neely Henry. Jeremy Sanders and Kelly Treese coming up next. How are you, sir? Go Big Orange, he says. 5 fish. We can say that down here. We got the microphone. That means we're the loudest. 11.97. How'd we catch those?
Square bill, 3 XD.
Catch a lot of fish today?
No.
No?
Our shad spawn didn't happen this morning.
They left you?
Yes, sir.
That'll happen. That'll happen. That's like our Tennessee Vols football team can let us down every now and then. They're right. I had to say it. Had to go there. Colton Blake, Greg Blake. 5 bass away, 679. Ready for the couch.
Yeah, ready for the couch. We lost a 5-pounder here in the last 30 minutes that just got off its side of the boat. And I had 2 other that we lost earlier in the morning that we 2.5, 3 pounds each. So it's a tough day.
That'll make you say dirty words sometimes. That's what Jason Duran says. That's what I heard. Rusty White Jr., Gray Bennett, 5 fish away, 12.26 today. That's a sweet hat.
Thank you.
How'd we catch those bass?
Junk. We had 2 good practice days, and then today was like a different lake. We just, nothing works.
That wind really threw a curveball for a lot of folks, that's for sure.
Apparently.
It was a wild ride, but you had a cool hat, and you caught 12 pounds, so I call it a win. Mike Young and Mel Kennedy, 5 fish, 11.26. You said, oh, a little bit, a pound more? Okay.
It was a tough day. I think it was just like everybody else caught them early, and then it just died.
But it's always good when you have more when they hit the scales than you thought, though, right?
Yeah, true. So.
But we're gonna take 75 to the championship. You got to get in the top 75 in the points. So every limit matters. That's for sure. Dylan Tucker, Greg Tucker, 5 that way. They're dancing around over here like John Simpson behind the drums. Like John on the blast-off boat. That's for sure. We about lost John Simpson this morning. He tried to do a swan dive. 12:33 on the day for the Tuckers. How are you, sir?
Rocking and rolling in that wind.
That's a fact. There was a lot of that. How'd we catch them today?
Plastics.
Plastics flipping?
Casting.
Okay, casting around. Betty Stahl, Linda Sands, 2 fish today. 272. How are you?
I'm fine. It's just 2 small babies, but
2 babies, but hey, we're up here on the stage, and that's what matters, right?
that's right. It was a good day, though.
No doubt about it. We'll see y'all at Neely Henry. Stephen West, Wendell Edgel. 5 fish today. Start weighing in at 11?
At 11. We don't catch a fish. Last 3 tournaments, 11 o'clock, we can weigh in, be done. Everybody's home early. We can get it all done. Because 4 hours out there with not a bite in that wind is enough.
5 that weigh 730 makes you want to go home and get on the couch, right?
Go home and kick the dog or something.
Listen, I got one at my house you can kick. I'll bring it to you. Jerry Hartline, Robin Vaughn, 5 bass. It's going to be one of those check range bags. I feel like $14.90 might get you paid up on a beautiful Wheeler Lake.
Man, we'll take it. I tell you what, it was. I tell you what, the boat ride back, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to be in blood tomorrow, so it beat you up, you know.
There's going to be a lot of chiropractors very busy where all our anglers are from. That's for sure.
No doubt, no doubt. So we just got lucky today, you know. Pulled up on the shad spawn early, and then whacked them.
And then it was over.
And it was over.
And then you had a boat ride.
And then we had a boat ride back.
Great job, though. And on to Neely Henry. Jacob Schmersher, Caleb Fisk, boat 148. Did I get closer every time? This is that one name, 1162. I'm sorry. Say it for the crowd again.
Scrimsher.
Dadgummit. I thought I nailed it. You know what? I blame Darian. He said that's how I say it.
That sounds good. We'll roll with that.
Say it one more time.
Scrimsher.
Scrimsher. Okay. I'll see you next time. Actually, I'm quitting just because I can't say names. Nolan Spencer, Jonathan Reese. These fellas were catching them on live. 5 fish. 866. Not the day I know that you guys wanted, but that is how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, that's how it goes. We did catch quite a few fish today. Just, at Wheeler, we had about 18 pounds yesterday, which could have very easily turned into 8, which it did today. So it's just one of those days.
That's how it happens, and we'll see you at Neely Henry. Richard Mills, John Lerma, 5 bass. 1172 here at stop number 3. You did this. I think you're like, okay, we'll take it and roll on to the next one.
Oh, yeah. It could definitely been worse. So
it could always go that way, especially in that wind and everything so crazy, making fishing conditions tough. Get you some points, and we'll see you at Neely Henry. Riley Johnson and Ryan Haney, 3 bass. 470 and ready for Neely Henry.
yeah, much more than this place.
A hard reset, and then we got event number 4. We'll see you there. Here comes some more trouble up here. Them Seaborn boys, Benji and Jonathan, bringing us 5. 1189. Where's Benji?
He's out of the boat.
Is he mad?
Nah, not really. Wind blows a lot of our stuff out, but
just muddy. Did y'all fish shallow most of the day?
Yeah, our live scope never did make it in the water.
That sounds about right for the Seaborns. We'll see y'all at Neely Henry, where you've won before. Jimbo Barnett, Scott Russell, good bag.
Jimbo got a good bag.
Jimbo, he didn't even come on stage. You should take credit.
Come on stage.
You should be taking credit. 1567. Great job, Jimbo. But he can't even walk up here. Is he lazy? Is he tired? What's going on?
He's tired from catching all those fish today.
So really, he caught them all, and you're going to give him credit?
I am going to give him credit. I didn't get to practice this week. I had a rough week. So want to say hi to my sister, Pam, and my niece, Jackie, watching online.
I'll see him this week.
Shout out to those guys. We'll see. Great job. And we'll see you guys in a little bit to hand you a check. I guarantee it.
So I lost my triple threat Sunday.
Well, we are very sorry to hear that, and we'll be praying for you guys. Thank you for making it out this week, brother. Absolutely. We'll see you guys in a little bit.
Sweet, she passed away Sunday, so I could get the funeral in and make it to the ABT.
Well,
That was a heck of a wife.
No doubt about it. We will be thinking about you guys for sure. 1567 today, and we got a little break in the action here. 24-28 on top. Harrell and Gilbertson. Ryan Adcock, Jonathan Marsh in second with 22.72. Delano Green Jr., 19.99 in third. Barry Vest, Dustin McDaniel, 19.16 in fourth. And rounding out our top 5, Brent Crow and Jimmy Mason with 19.07. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back to weigh in some more of these Wheeler Lake bass.
The Alabama Bass Trail is brought to you by Phoenix Boats, Landers McClarty Chevrolet, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, and by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
Welcome to Minnow King. How can I help you?
Everything looks good. I'm friggin' starving, man. Been spawning all morning.
Ugh, TMI, bro. What do you want?
I'll take a Crush City freeloader and gizzard shad.
Anything to drink.
Water.
Pull ahead, please. Welcome to Minnow King.
We're gonna have what he's having. Yeah, throw me in a Ned BLT, too.
Pull ahead, please.
Calm down. Quit feeding him so much.
Hey, man, I'm trying to, man.
If you overfeed him, he's gonna hide under a log.
The perfect checking account doesn't exist. Not at a bank, that is. So why do you keep looking there? At AmFirst, you can get no minimum balance or monthly fees, an instant issue debit card, and free checks with unlimited check writing. But who doesn't want more? Like a rewards program you'll actually use, and convenient digital tools that make it easy to manage your account from anywhere. Now you could try and find that at a bank, or you could save yourself the trouble by checking with us.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Auten, Hank Terry, let's go!
Garmin Live Scope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. It's just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin Live Scope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic Champion!
I've worked at Jack's all over the South. You know, I just love to make good food.
Enjoy.
Will do. For good people. Like our boneless wings.
They're back, y'all.
It all starts with our house-made sauces. We have this new kickin' bourbon.
A little southern heat for you.
And of course, our classic buffalo and sweet honey barbecue. We're cooking hearty, wholesome southern food that's meant to be shared.
You read my mind.
So come on back for our boneless wings in 3 bold flavors. I'm Austin Swain, and I'm all about the South.
And welcome back. Wheeler Lake, stop number 3, the Alabama Bass Trail North Division, presented by Phoenix Boats. Boat 149 coming up next. Gary Thacker, Keith Marsh. 8:22 on the day.
Hey, man, I'm proud of them.
Proud to have them. Proud to catch 5-wheeler bass today.
I tell you what, I caught all of them last weekend. I don't know where they went from there.
They left you. They'll love you and leave you sometimes, these old bass. Ron Cameron, Stephen Wood. Boat 133. 5 fish today on Wheeler Lake that are going to go 1168.
What?
I mean, I just wanted your opinion. What'd you think? How was it?
Could never catch a big one today.
Couldn't catch a big one. Did you lose any?
No, we never had a chance.
Just never had a chance. On to Neely Henry. Jason Metz, Larry Worrell. 1 bass today, 229.
Terrible.
Rough day.
Ready to go to the house.
Already ready.
We'll see you, Neely Henry. Paul Ernest, Chris Swindle. 5 fish. 1175 today. Some good points towards that championship, that top 75.
That's right.
We will see you at Neely Henry. 770 is our Mountain Dew big bass right now. Caden, Chris, Acre, a whole big one that I got to see those guys out there on live. 1169, Christopher Gore, Austin Ty Hammonds, and on to Neely Henry.
Yes, sir.
Ready to get there.
Yes.
As fast as we can. We'll see y'all there. Wheeler Lake kicking out some bass today. We are proud to see it. Lucas Wright and Donald Wright. Boat 135, 45 on the day. Not the day we wanted, but hey, you got to cross the state.
Absolutely. Y'all have a good one.
See you at the next one. Joel and Tally Mayfield. Boat 146, 3 bass for $4.94. And I feel like you're running off already.
Oh, no. I don't care. I got out in that weather and I said, screw this. I'm going to hit every pocket I can on the way back to the ramp.
I love it. I love it. Honesty. I love it. Drew Hicks, Wesley Webster, 5 bass. 10:42 today, double-digit limit. We've seen a lot of limits, but glad to have it.
Yeah, that wind makes it tough.
It makes it really tough.
Yeah, we had a shot. We were on a shad spawn, but that wind was just, I don't know, they wasn't grouped up like they were.
That wind changed a lot of things today, that's for sure. We'll see you at Neely Henry. The Woolies, Michael and Joe Woolley, good bag of fish, $14.92. How are you, sir? Step right over here. How did we catch those today? We deep, shallow, both?
We caught them all shallow today, just fishing any kind of isolated grass patches we could find.
Well, great job. I think you get paid up. Good points. We'll see. We're going to weigh one for big fish. 770 currently, our Mountain Dew big bass. $481 for Willie and Willie. Tennessee River Hammers. Bob Power, Ryan Trammell. Boat 147 coming up. Got a big fish, Bob.
The big fish got pumped through the live well valve.
With the big fish. What happened to the big fish? 697. You said something happened to it.
It went through the overflow valve. And
It just pumped it right on out. That Phoenix boat just sent it back to Wheeler.
it was a giant.
Okay. We'll see you guys at Neely Henry. Derek Coughlin, Jeffrey Cavilion, 4 bass that weigh 792. Did you lose any through the live well overflow?
No, we lost one, and that was it. It was tough.
That's all she wrote. Limit fish. Ready for Neely Henry.
Yeah.
See you in Gadsden. Alan Barrett, Tyler Caldwell, 5 fish. Got one we're going to weigh for Mountain Dew Big Bass. 5 good bag, just shy of our Pro Guide Batteries leaderboard top 10 was 1649 on the day. Great job.
Yeah, we got lucky. Got on the spot this morning and caught all 5 of ours by probably 9 o'clock. So we tried to upgrade, but this never worked out for us.
How did we catch those bass today?
Mostly on a swim jig.
Fishing a swim jig. We like that. 565 on the Mountain Dew Big Bass. Great job.
Yeah, no, it was good. We still in it for the state championship. That's what we wanted. So we'll see y'all at Neely Henry.
Everybody wants to be in that top 75. We will see you there. Kelly White, Zachary Defoe. And we got some help coming, looks like. You better be ready to talk. I might make you sing a song. Come on. Come on up here. 4 bass that weigh 642. How are you, buddy?
Good.
What's your name?
Landon.
Landon. What's your favorite song?
Can't Bear the Hook from Justin Moore.
Okay, I like it. What's your biggest bass?
2.5.
What'd you catch it on?
That Mr. Chatterbait.
Got you on a chatterbait. Are we going to see you on the ABT stage soon?
Yes, sir.
All right, bring me some big bass. We'll see you guys at Neely Henry. Great job today. Mitch Rollins, Jackson Rollins. Good bag. $13.45 for Rollins and Rollins. Think that's going to get you into check line right there? Did we get it all on GoPro, more importantly?
Every time I turn the GoPro off, I caught one.
That's how it goes?
Yeah, they were camera shot today. But, I don't know. It's going to be close on the cut line.
Here's the thing. Even if you miss them on that, it's good that they make them to the scales, right?
Yes.
That's exactly what we're looking for. Bring them up here. Good luck to you on the check. We'll see you at Neely Henry. William Carter, Chuck Medley, 4 that go 762 today for Carter Medley. He said, yeah, it's not good. Is that what I heard?
We chased them all day.
Hey, right until they escaped you?
They escaped.
Sometimes they do that. They got brains and fins. They can do what they want to do.
That's right.
We'll see you at Neely Henry. Kyle McKinney, Barry Holbert, a 5-fish limit. 862. Take it and move on to Neely Henry.
Oh, yeah, we'll take it. Happy to have a limit.
We'll see you over there in Gadsden, guys. Shannon Thomas and Shane Kent, boat 159. 5 fish for Shane and Shannon. 5 that go 10.95 today, 10.95. Thank you. We'll see you, Neely Henry. Brian Johnson and Brandon Gross coming up next, boat 162. 5 bass. How we doing today, fellas? Five that are going to go 13.89. Is that going to get us a check?
I'm not sure. I don't even know what's leading or what's what.
24 pounds is leading. We're not sure on the check line right now. They catching them.
That's impressive.
It's been kicking them out today despite the crazy conditions of that wind.
Oh, dude, the wind was brutal. We run all the way down the mouth of Elk. Terrible idea.
When you got down there, you said, we might have messed up.
Yeah, because we got to go back.
Exactly. We'll see you guys at Neely Henry. Jamie Starnes, Ricky Fowler, 5 bass weigh 11.95 today. How did we catch those?
Caught most of them on chatterbait.
It's a fun way to catch a bass.
Yeah, absolutely. Had a good day. Just it was a little rough.
A little rough, not enough big ones. I know that story. We will see you at Neely Henry. I think we're going to take another little break. Let the tank stack back up. Wheeler Lake kicking them out. 24-28 on top. Harrell and Gilbertson and Craig Grubbs and Matt Ferguson holding down 10th. Takes 17.61 to be in the top 10. Let's take a look at the check cut. 13.88 in 40th place right now on the check line here at stop number 3, presented by Phoenix Boats. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
The Alabama Bass Trail is sponsored by Rapala, VMC, Crush City, TH Marine.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
I leave nothing to chance when it comes to hooks. They are the most critical part of the equation.
This is truly the best hook I've ever used.
Thinner, stronger, slicker, all the pluses that you really want in a hook. That red line right in the roof of her mouth, exactly where you want to get them.
When you have the opportunity to create something good, you might as well make this great, and I think that's what we did with the Red Line series of hooks.
The TH Marine Hydrowave H2 KVD Edition is a surefire way to ignite a feeding frenzy. The Hydrowave utilizes a sound-emitting technology that imitates bait fish and other feeding fish below the surface that preys on the competitive nature of bass and other game fish to get you more bites. The Hydrowave is another way that TH Marine has you covered from transom to trolling motor.
Big companies get bigger and bigger and talk about their fancy labs where they study fish behavior. But then they all go golfing on the weekend. We don't have a large laboratory to test baits. Why, you ask? We don't need a big laboratory because our pros fish, our employees fish, our salespeople fish, our suppliers fish, our mold builders fish, our owners fish, and our kids fish. This is our laboratory. Our R&D comes from time on the water, learning how to make fish bite. We don't have other hobbies. We fish. We fish all year in all conditions across the whole country. All that time on the water brings us thousands of hours of testing new products and improving current ones for all species. We're a family-owned U.S. company that has many of our products made in America by American workers. The products we don't make in America, we make in Guatemala, which supports many families in that country as well.
I just love to make good food.
Enjoy. Will do.
For good people, like our boneless wings.
They're back, y'all.
It all starts with our house-made sauces. We have this new kickin' bourbon, so come on back for our boneless wings in 3 bold flavors.
Bass, we got the Dukes boys coming up. Phillip and Bailey Dukes, 5 fish. Said you had a miserable practice, you were telling me, but got it together today and got you in check range 5 that are going to go 14.57. How do we turn it around on tournament day?
I don't know. We went through a lot of the same areas. They just bit today.
They showed up and showed out for you. We'll see you boys at Neely Henry. Our next event, stop number 4 coming up. Don Privet, Bruce Summers, 3 bass. Boat 164, 696 today. Thank y'all. We'll see you at Neely Henry. Preston Henson and Adam Lynn coming up next. Boat 155. 5 fish that go 11:48. How we doing?
Hey, I'll take that after yesterday having motor problems and just going fishing today.
So overcoming a little adversity. That's what it's all about, and getting to the weigh-in stage. We'll see you guys at Neely Henry. Adam Bain, Chris Colley, boat 151. 5 fish. And a great bag of fish going to take them all the way into the top 3. 2053. I like to see it.
Yeah, we're proud of them.
We have one that'll beat 770 for a Mountain Dew Big Bass?
No, sir.
Well, I think we should hold some of them up, and then we should talk about it. 2053 for Bain and Colley. I mean, a bag of them. And your partner's just in the boat. It's when you know you catch 20 bags way too much, you know? You're just like, I'll send you up there. Like it's nothing, you know? Adam Bain, Chris Colley. Before you run off, Adam, let's talk about it real quick. How did we find 20 pounds of Wheeler bass?
That was pretty lucky.
Pretty lucky.
Yeah, we caught about a 4-pounder this morning on a shad spawn that somewhere we hadn't fished. We just thought we'd take a chance, and then we went in a pocket. I went Wednesday. Chris went Thursday, and we didn't see anything in there. We went into this morning, and it was clear, and there was 4-pounders everywhere.
That's a good time. I like them sight fishing stories. Adam Bain and Chris Colley. Alan McCoy and Tim McCoy, boat 156.4, that are going to go 4.39. And you're laughing. Hey, as long as you're smiling, it's okay.
Yeah, we lost a couple fish. It wouldn't have helped us much, so it's a rough day.
And on to the house and then on to Neely Henry. We'll see you there. The Blackwoods, Brandon Blackwood, Clint Blackwood. Some smallmouth coming up here. 5 smallmouth. They're going to weigh 17.31. I bet that was a good time out there today.
Had fun. It was awesome.
What does smallmouths buy?
Those on drop shot. We got there's only 2 smallmouth in there. The rest of it was in.
Hey, John lies to me. He lied to me. Yeah, thanks a lot, John. So there's only 2 smallmouth in there.
Oh yeah, we was bumping around in the 3-footers, up and down, flicking our little fairy wands out there. But that was right at the end of the day. From the start till about 12 o'clock day, we was freaking up in the dirt swimming a jig, man.
And then went to drop shot and went to catch them. Will y'all hold those up for a picture out there? Just hold up the 2 smallmouth. We'll Photoshop them. You can hold up all 5. We'll Photoshop them as smallmouths since I got excited. The reason he said that is I'm getting in on all the 5 smallmouth bags that I can. Hold them up out front and then hold them up over here for Jason Duran on the stand on the X there. There you go. The Seabolts, Jeff and David, boat 204 coming up. How are you, Jeff? Come on up here. There's stuff blowing around. I know the wind's blowing. I don't know if you realize that or not. 12.66 today. How'd we catch them?
Caught every one of them off one place.
One spot.
All day.
Really?
Yep.
What kind of bait?
Brush hog.
That sounds like a good time to me. Brush hogging around. This is a dangerous duo coming up. Hey, we had somebody Lee Pitts got hooked today, and I wanted to accuse you guys of it, but y'all were too busy hooking Wheeler Lake Bass, Trey Dowse, Justin Dowse, 1692. Great job out there. Did you hook each other? Because normally that's when you have success.
He hooked me.
Today?
Yeah.
You're making that up. All right, so at the first ABT South, they tell me they hook each other in practice and they catch them. Hadn't had really a great tournament since then, and then you got hooked today.
Yeah.
On what? What did we get hooked on? I don't even care how you caught the fish.
DT8 again.
DT8 again? Maybe you should stop doing that.
No, well, he lost the fish by the boat, and they come out, and I was like, ah! And I said a few words, and he went to pull on it, and I was, no, like, I couldn't move the back of my leg. Like, it locked me up, and I was just standing there all cankered like.
I hate to tell people they need to inflict pain on each other so they can catch fish, but it seems to be y'all's deal.
I owe him one now.
You got him back next time, Neely Henry. Or at the Alabama River for the Dowse boys. They're dangerous, man. 163, Bill Darby, John Greenwood coming up next with a 4 fish in their back. How are you, sir? You been better?
Yeah. I don't know if anybody knew this, but Wheeler Lake is an old Indian word for windy as you know what.
Yeah, that's a fact. I said today on live, 994 on the day. I said today on live they manufacture wind at Decatur with everything else they manufacture.
Absolutely. If they'd put those wind turbines about right out there, and if they don't work there, they don't work anywhere.
It's a fact. We'll see you guys at Neely Henry. Dean Nelson, Dwayne Nelson, 5 bass, 1171 today. Got you some point, 1171. Got you in the points race. How are we looking headed into the last 2 events?
Not good.
Not good. We got 2 to turn it around, and if you win, you're in the championship. We'll see you at Neely Henry. Chad Wilson and Hunter Wilson, 5 bass. 12-13, and you got a crew with you right here. Man, bodyguards. Do you have to protect them?
Yes, sir.
You're the muscle. What's your name?
John Andrew Wilson.
John Andrew. What's your biggest bass that you've ever caught?
2.
2 pounds. What did you catch it on?
I don't know.
You don't know? Just jumped in the boat. You're that good. I think you're intimidating them into the boat. We'll see you guys next time. Weston Hardiman, Andrew Bradford, 5 fish. 1186 today on Wheeler. How did we catch those today?
Dragging a Carolina rig all day, basically all in the same spot.
What was on the business end of the Carolina rig?
Crush City Bronco Bug, actually.
Hey, shout out Crush City Bronco Bug. We like it. ABT sponsors supporting the cause. Scott Norman, Todd Norman, 5 fish. 8:55 today here on Wheeler Lake. And I feel like you're running off. You're trying to run off the stage, trying to get away from me.
Yeah, we felt like we was on the Mind Bender and the log ride at Six Flags at the same time.
I like a good Six Flags reference. We'll see you in Neely Henry. I felt like that on the front deck of my boat where we're doing ABT live this morning. And when John Simpson about went in the water this morning at Blast Off. That pontoon was a rocking. It was indeed rocking. 24-28 on top. We're going to take another break. Let these tanks stack back up. Winding down this way in. A few more boats to go before we sort it out, hand out hardware, hand out a little over $64,000 in overall payout. We'll see you back in a few minutes.
Live coverage of the Alabama Bass Trail is brought to you by Garmin, Power Pole, Big Bite Baits, Mountain Dew, Yamaha.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends.
We truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Here at Lanners McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LannersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
Some things ain't worth keeping. Yesterday's traditions, today's adventures, tomorrow's memories. Now that's something worth keeping. Fish Alabama and find your keeper.
For more information, visit fishalabama.org.
Things you let me see. Things you let me see.
French toast isn't just for weekends anymore. Get Jack's new French toast sticks any day of the week. Warm, southern made, and served with our sweet home-style syrup. Every day's a good day for French toast sticks at Jack's, starting at $2.99.
And we are back with John Burt and Daryl Lester, Boat 192. I spent some time with these guys on live, and they blame me. They said they never got another bite after I left, so I guess that means I'm good luck. And then bad luck immediately. 5 fish, 9.70. And y'all were catching them a real fun way up there in the dirt.
We were in the dirt. And after y'all left, we didn't upgrade nothing. If you would have followed us, might have been different.
Well, I will blame. It was actually Brenton, my camera op's fault. He said he wanted to leave.
I don't doubt it.
When you find him out there, I want you to slap him, okay? Great job. We'll see y'all at the next one. Sam Long, Jason Atkins, 4 bass. 784 today. Ready for Neely Henry?
Absolutely.
We will see you in Gadsden.
That's right.
Thank you. Chris Webb and Ricky Campbell. Boat 197. How are you, sir? I'm doing great. 5 fish that weigh all littles, he says. 1071, double digits. Good points.
It was a good day. We had fun. We caught a bunch of fish up shallow flipping. I caught a big turtle, probably about 35 pounds flipping, a sauger. Caught it.
Sauger flipping?
I swear.
He was lost.
Yeah, he was probably about 15 inches long. I said, my buddy said, what's that? He said, oh, that's a good eating fish. I said,
I like flipping bushes, catching sauger. Brian Dowdy, Kyle Llewellyn, great bag of fish. 1896 for Dowdy and Llewellyn. Going to put them in that Pro Guide leaderboard top 10. How did we catch those?
I caught them with a real long dip net.
Really? Okay, then we don't even need to talk to you. How did you catch them, Kyle?
Swim jig, flipping, and one on a buzzbait.
Did Brian really not contribute?
Today he was lacking.
Is he going to invite me to his new awesome lake he built? Put him on the spot.
Right now, you don't want to go.
I want to go in like 2 years.
Yeah, it should be pretty legit.
Okay, great job. Let's hold those up. Need a picture of those. Dowdy and Llewellyn, 7th place right now with 1896. That top 10 looking good. Wheeler Lake kicking them out today. Yeah, let me grab one. You just said that because of this new cool shirt I got from Academy today. Shout out to Academy for having this Magellan shirt that makes me look like I'm ready for a luau. See you boys next time. Fisher and I, Ryan and I. Hello, young man. How are you?
I'm making it.
Making it 1789. Catching them up out there. Slow start to the morning when we saw you on live. You guys are second place in the Angler of the Year race, but looks like you did what you've been doing and caught them late.
It wasn't easy. I mean, we caught 5-6 fish all day, but luckily every time we caught one, it was a 3-pounder. And I jumped that one off this morning. That kind of hurt, but other than that, we fished fairly clean.
Let's hold some of those up. We got a wrecking crew out here. Good job, Fisher, Ryan, and I. Second place in our Angler of the Year race coming in. Going to be just shy of the top 10 right now on the Pro Guy Batteries leaderboard. Top 10. Those big ones like to hide down at the bottom of that bag. We got boat 194 coming up next. Philip Sprayberry and Gary Holmes. Come on up here, fellas. 4 bass. Four very lively bass. 824 today.
He caught them all.
Caught them all. So he needed some help. He needed.
I got the net. I had the net every time.
You just couldn't get him a fifth one. I understand. We'll see you, Neely Henry. Thank you, guys. Mitch Mitchell, Candler, McCollum, winners here before. Not going to do it today, but a good bag, good points. 13-14. Needed one of those Pickwick 10-pounders you've been stacking up down there.
I still don't think that would have cut it.
Maybe not today. Been a little short. 24 pounds. Wheeler is absolutely full of bass, though. Did the weather hinder you guys today in your plan, or what happened?
I think the weather moved all the people to where I was catching them.
That would make sense. I saw you on the tracker today buzzing around. That would make sense.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So
We'll see you guys at Neely Henry next time. Lawrence Judd, Reed Connor, how are you? 804 for 4 bass. Wave. I like that, man. Look out there. Wave at that camera. Wave to the camera. How are you, buddy?
I don't want to do it.
You don't want to do it? Oh, come on. Tell them what your favorite kind of ice cream is.
What?
What's your favorite kind of ice cream?
Vanilla.
Vanilla. I like vanilla, too. It's really good. Do you put chocolate syrup on it?
Yeah.
What about cherries?
Yeah.
What about whipped cream?
Yeah.
Go find us some. Bring it back to me. We'll share it. I'll pay for it. See, guys. He said vanilla. I like that. Vanilla, too. Aaron Bishop, Brian Waldrop, 3 bass, 3 good ones for boat 190, 10:53 today. Boys, where are the other 2? Those are good quality fish. You needed their friends.
I only had one other bite, and it's still in the water, so.
Left it out there and moving on to Neely Henry.
That's it.
We'll see you in May. Thank you, guys. Harry Payton II. Harry Payton, boat 181. How are you, buddy? 2 fish, 535. We left the other 3 out there.
Yeah, we did other 5, actually.
Other 5?
Yeah, they pulled off. And yesterday, Harry, my son, and the whole week, he had 20 pounds every day or better. And then I think this wind and all this big wave had the bait fish moving around and just weren't gathered up in one spot like they were.
It definitely changed things up today, no doubt about it. We've seen that a lot today. Great job, though, and we'll see you in Neely Henry.
Yeah, we'll do it.
See you in Gadsden. Justin Durden, Matt Thomas, boat 199, 1394. 1388 was at the check range. You think that's going to be enough to squeeze in there?
probably not. It's going to be like Smith Lake where we finished 53rd. But we just needed a little bit more wind today, and we'd have had a mega bag.
If I could have done anything about it, I would have had more wind too. We needed more out there when we were doing the live coverage.
It was definitely fun running back from Elk. It got a little nautical, so.
When you got halfway there, did you go, maybe this was a mistake?
No, we found that spot yesterday, pulled up and caught one about 4.5 pounds, but the wind today moved them to the backside, and we caught our biggest one back there with a shaky head.
Well, great job, great bag, good points, and we'll see you at Neely Henry. Jason Wisenant, Tim Baker, 5 bass. They're going to go 11-10 today. Already, it's big hat season. I said that this morning.
Yeah, the other one's probably at Pickwick by now.
This is a rough win for big hats, too.
Yeah, it was. I got it tight as I can get it.
was a rough win for all hats today. We were holding on to them out there during live. Well, we appreciate you guys fishing with us. It's a great day. We'll see you down the road. These guys went out dead last this morning, but they know Wheeler Lake, and they battled through the wind and the waves to catch 15-27. Will Grisham, Andrew Fikes. Not the day I'm sure you wanted because you catch a lot of them out here, but goodness gracious, that wind was something. And going out last, it's not like you get your pick of where you want to go most of the time.
That's right. It was pretty tough out there, but we stumbled around and put a little something together. So got to do a little better next time, though.
Well, you're going to get it paid up with that, and we're going to see you, Neely Henry, Andrew Fikes. Sean Hornbuckle, Barry Morris, 4 bass, 842, and on your way to the house.
Feel like I've been on the wrong end of a bar fight.
This is kind of what it was like out there today, for sure. Wrong end of a bar fight. And you know what? If a bar fight breaks out, I want you on my team. I want you on my team. Mark Condren, Ted Paisley, 5 bass. Very lively. 13:37, going to be just shy of a check, but I like that hat. Go Big Orange.
Thank you. We just missed the shad spawn this morning. Tried to scope it, couldn't do it.
That's where it went down, it sounds like, on that old shad spawn this morning. Zachary Taylor, Josh Austin coming up with 5 bass. How are you, buddy?
Ready to go home and get some bush light.
7:34, and he's ready for a bush light breakdown. Jake Bice, Briar Chambers. We should have bush light, you know? It would make sense. Oh, I know who's up next. Jake Bice, Brian Chambers, 14:27 in check range right now. Fingers and toes crossed, it holds on.
I don't know how everybody caught so much fish, to be honest with you. I don't know if you've seen the waves out there.
I was in them for a while doing the live coverage, and, buddy, we were rocking and rolling.
There's a lot of fish. A lot of fish in this lake.
A lot of fish. This is a great fishery. We appreciate you guys fishing with us. Here comes Bush Light Butts right here. How are you, old buddy?
I want a dang bush light.
Hey, 11:37. So I have to ask you a serious question. You're fixing to get married. And I would think that would make you trustworthy, but today it seemed like you might have disabled your tracker because I couldn't find you, and I tried.
If I knew how to do that, buddy, I sure would have. Actually, I would have let everybody come over there after about 9:30 because we couldn't catch crap. So it'll be all right.
Well, you know how people normally say, hey, you got points, go to the next one. Does that make you feel better?
Yeah, but no, we was in third, and now we're crap to bed. So sometimes you're Kevin Van Dam, and sometimes your boy Duckett.
No, sometimes you're Kevin Van Decent. That's what I said.
Yeah, I was pretty bad. But, hey, I want to give a shout-out to my beautiful fiance house, and she made me this cool hat. Look at that.
It is a very cool hat.
Is that not sick?
It is sick indeed. That's what the kids say.
Yeah, it's time to go get a bush light.
A bush light. I like how you church that up, Butts. See you, buddy. John Brown, Trey Sorrells, 5'10", for boat 180. It's hard to follow Josh Butts.
Every one of them fish.
I understand.
Don't even start talking trash about my fish. Now,
I wasn't even going there.
At 12 o'clock, our trim motor shorted out, and so it's killed the Perco. But we got to keep the Perco on to save the fish. So we took turns. Who's going to go back and turn the Perco back on, keep the fish alive? And we were just locked. Once that happened, it blew us out. We were done. That was it.
Game over, but you survived adversity, got those points, and we'll see you down the road. Roman Calvert, Shannon Calvert, 5 bass, 8:13. Roman, babies, you say?
Big babies.
We ready for Neely Henry?
Yeah, more ready than here. This place is awful.
This place is awful, he said. We'll see you next time. It's hard to say it's awful, though, Roman. I can't say that. They're catching them. Corey Alexander, Bobby Irvin, 5 bass away, 7:05. Awful, he says. I didn't say that.
I want to tell you something. Anybody gives Gerald Swindle a hard time about having bad knees needs to come out here for a couple of days. Because anybody spend much time on this stupid place, you ain't going to have no knees.
This is why he's bow-legged, is fishing the Tennessee River. Kent Keys and David Campbell, 5 bass. Good bag, going to have them in check range, 14:43. How'd we catch those?
Jigs upriver.
We saw some the Mountain Dew big bass came on a jig today too, so nothing wrong with that.
No, it was a good day. We had a lot of bites.
Wind just blew really bad.
Yes, it did. Still is.
Evidently, it blew pretty good for the guys that caught them, too. So.
Their bait's right into the fish's mouth on a lot of these guys. We'll see y'all, Neely Henry, Bobby Sharber, Jeff Prizza. What's up, Bobby? How are you, sir? 634 for 3. We left them out there today.
I left them out there. I could give you some excuses. The wind blew. I had a lake boat number. People fishing on my spots when I got there. Bottom line is I didn't catch them. I'm going to go to Neely Henry. I'm going to make up for it.
You headed to southern Tennessee right now, ain't you? Ben Yarber and Jody Schmercer. Scripture. See, listen, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Jason, it's Jason's fault. Scripture. I told you. I told him earlier, and he tricked me into saying it wrong. 1492. Whether I can say your name right or not, sir, you caught some bass. How'd we catch them?
We caught them shallow this morning. The wind kind of messed us up. This is our home lake. We usually do pretty good around local tournaments here, but you know, you get this many boats on the lake, you make wrong decisions sometimes. I think that bit us in the butt a little bit, you know, the home lake curse, you know. But I was lucky. I'm glad we got that because we was about 1 o'clock. We didn't have nowhere near that.
Well, that's a heck of a turnaround from not having much at 1 o'clock, especially with the wind.
I want to say one thing. My daughter had a volleyball game today. I hope she won.
Well, I hope she won too. You guys are going to bring home some money today, hopefully. Eric White, Adam Fleeman, 4 bass, 1334 today. Now, that's not what we expect from you guys here.
Other one's in the truck. They're in the boat.
Other one's in the boat? Really?
Live well problem.
Oof. You going to blame Eric? I would.
We had 16 and a half, but on my scales.
Is what it is some days, right?
Bad luck.
One of those days, and we'll see you at the next one. See you, Neely Henry. Clifton Bates, Daniel Heidegger, 5 fish. Going to have them in check range. 1427. Good job today.
Should have been a lot better, but it was a pretty good day.
Take it and roll on to the next one, right? Hopefully with a paycheck. Hold a couple up out here. Absolutely. Right here. And then there were none. I do see some folks walking up here sharing a bag, each holding a handle. Both holding a bag. What's that? I mean, normally when you see that, what do you think? What's that going to weigh? We don't even know who it is yet.
When you get
Daniel says a lot of water.
It's hard to see with those black bags.
It is a Crush City bags. I like how you won't commit. Daniel said he go horse laugh. Oh, come on, dog. Robert Erat, Mike Russell, come on up here, Mike. 5 fish. 748 on the day. Fist pumping. Hey, any day you get to weigh a limit and you come across the stage, you gotta do a little fist bump.
I just want to say hi to my grandson Blaine.
Shout out Blaine. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all at Neely Henry. I believe it was. Adam Reed, Corey Jones, 5 fish. 1070, one of those double-digit days, but not quite in check range on the Neely Henry.
It was tough out there. The wind is ridiculous. We ran all the way to the lower end, and it was brutal.
You earned that 10 pounds if you went down there today. I'll just tell you that much. We'll see you guys in Neely Henry. Hopefully we won't have gale force winds there. Robert Wright, Chris Hawkins, 5 fish. 731 today.
We guess close.
It's close?
That's all we could do.
That was it.
Yeah. It's tough. Tough on us anyway. We couldn't get any offshore bites going this morning, so we had to go try to fish what little shad spawn was left and managed to scavenge up a few.
And there it was. That's on to Neely Henry. Harold Wells and Harold Wells III. Hello, fellas. How are you? Good bag of fish. Going to be just shy of the top 10. 1691. Great job.
Talk to him.
Talk to him. Okay, we'll box you out. How'd you catch them?
We both caught some. Caught them mostly on a swim jig.
Up shallow in the water willow?
Yeah. Kind of everywhere. I guess we got lucky. I don't know. Netman.
Hey, yeah, you got to give the net man props. He's giving you props for catching them. Shout out to the net man.
Netman did good. He did good.
Great job, net man. Great job to the Heralds. Good job, guys. Jackie Jones, Donald Jones, 3 fish today, 354. He said that's rough. That's rough here at stop number 3 on to Neely Henry.
We were the bunch of boats that caught a lot of weight. I had a lot of weight.
That's a frustrating situation too, because you're like, what do I need to do to join the party?
Probably 4 boats that probably had close to 18, 20 pounds.
Sitting there watching and just ready to fight somebody. I understand. Scott Lentz, Drew Thornton, 5 bass. 8:05 today. Ready for the next one?
I am.
Running to Neely.
I am.
We'll see you there, buddy. We know this guy coming up here. How are you, buddy? Mark McKegg, Tim Hurst. I heard him say terrible, but terrible sometimes for you is way different than terrible for most.
No, it's terrible.
Okay.
12 or 13 pounds at the most.
1274. Not the day I know you were looking for out there. Did we have any opportunities at bigger fish?
I mean, we had an opportunity at 15 or 16 pounds probably, but that was it. I mean, I lost. I had a big one miss a frog this morning, a shad spawn, and then we had about a 2.5 pounder right at the boat that we missed somehow, and then I had 2 or 3 hooked up that were a lot bigger than them little 1 3/4 smallmouth we wound up weighing in, but I didn't get any of them in. So
on to Neely Henry, which I know you may have won a couple trophies there. I'm not sure.
I like Neely Henry a lot. It has not been good to me in the ABTs. 225 boats on that lake makes it fish really, really small.
Does change things up, but we know y'all will be a favor going into that one, and we'll see you there trying to knock down another one of those ABT wins for Mark McKegg and Tim Hurst, legends in the state of Alabama. Lisa Johnson and Mike Johnson, 2 bass, 221 today. Let's blame Mike.
Oh, it was just brutal out there. And boat 222, by the time we got anywhere, it done been whooped up on.
It is certainly slim pickings at 2.
It was, but we had fun.
That's all that matters, and we'll see you at Neely Henry. Ben Lakey, Jordan McGee, 5 fish, 11-25 today. One of those double-digit bags, but a little shy of our check range.
Yep. Yeah, we were after the wrong species today. We don't know how to bed fish, so we're in trouble.
You're in trouble. We don't know how to bed fish.
Yep. It was tough on us. We didn't catch many fish, but got 5, so.
Good points and get you in that top 75 for that championship. Justin Bussey and Ben Webb, 1768, just shy of that Pro Guide Batteries leaderboard, top 10 right now. How do we catch them?
We started on shad spawn this morning, and then we went all the way to the tail race.
All the way to Guntersville?
All the way.
What did we catch them on up there?
It's just throwing a swim bait in the current.
Swim bait in the current. I think they already ran your fish by. Good. Oh, we got them. Let's get a picture of those.
Good job, guys.
1768 right there. Wheeler kicking them out, John Simpson.
They are catching them.
Almost like you in that boat this morning. You almost just got kicked out before we even got started.
I feel like I caught 24 pounds right out of the gate.
You did. John Simpson went in after an Alabama Bass Trail speaker. He almost went right in the Tennessee River on the takeoff boat. He got to rocking. And the athleticism, he's a mature athlete. It was a little Michael Phelps meets a middle linebacker. Well, I mean, if you would have had to swim. Cole Wade and Donnie Wade. 5 bass. 11-76, and I see you running off. We'll see you at Neely Henry. Josh Benford, Jerry McCafferty. Five fish, said lucky to have 5.
The lake.
Wrong area of the lake, 786.
That was terrible.
Where were we in the lake?
Just across the river in those big pockets.
Just across the river was a good place to be in this wind.
Good place to not be catching them.
Okay, good place to not get paid. We'll see you at Neely Henry. Taylor Thompson, Garrett Sanders, 3 bass, boat 206. 396 and ready for Neely Henry.
That'll work, yeah.
We'll see you there. Jeff Cannon, Marty Colley, boat 201, winding down here these later flights. last flight, I guess, would be the best way to put that, John Simpson. 5 bass, 11, 84. Good job today.
No, not enough.
Not enough. Going to miss a check, but we'll see you at Neely. Neely Henry coming up. Boat 220 coming up with 3 bass. Paul Bork, Josh Stevens. Josh, would you like to commentate? Paul says you have to talk, Josh.
There's nothing to say.
There's nothing to say? 4 even. Well, let's talk about something. What do you guys want to talk about?
5 minutes to go. We pull up just right across from the ramp right out here. Pull up. Paul throws the chatterbait out. Honest to God, fish probably 7.5 pounds. Eats it. He thinks he's hung on the grass. Pulls it. Fish comes up. Spits it just like a good.
Yeah, just a little salute to you. Yeah. Don't even care. Just on to Neely Henry. We appreciate you guys fishing with us. We'll see you, Neely Henry. Colby Harrison and David sell 4 bass for $6.70. Ready for the next one?
Yeah, ready to move on.
Ready to move on. We will see you there. Winding things down here. Stop number 3. The Alabama Bass Trail North Division presented by Phoenix Boats. We're going to hand out $15,000 plus potential contingencies to our winner today for first place, but over $64,000 in overall payout going to our top 40 today. Last tournament, we weighed in a Datsun late in the weigh in. Little Dicky. Shout out Little Dicky if he's home watching. LD. We're going to see him at the next Alabama Bass Trail South. Little Dicky. Greg Tomlin, Jeremy Tomlin. 867.
Rough day.
Rough day. You need a 16-pound Datsun. Y'all go back and watch that weigh-in footage from the last one. Little Dicky was the star of the show. Yes. Little in name, but big in our hearts. The official Alabama Bass Trail Datsun. Little Dicky. Mountain Dew, big Datsun. Darian Craig and Jason Duran ran around on the water all day today, or half the day anyways, doing live coverage, and both of them said it would just take 20 pounds and it took 24. I actually said 25, so yeah, I think you both said. And the scales are closed. We're going to sort things out. We got some polygraphing to do. I hope they polygraph you, Darian. Let everybody know you a lie. We know you're selling Milo's tea. We'll see you guys in just a little bit to hand out some hardware with Miss K, hand out some checks. We'll see you just in a few minutes.
The Alabama Bass Trail, brought to you by Halo Fishing, Net Bait, Bait Fuel, Snag Proof.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends.
We truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats. Built by anglers, for anglers.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
Nobody wants to run out of power when they're on the water. There is a better way. Introducing the Charge Marine Power Management Station from PowerPole that does the work of 3 devices: a traditional battery charger, a charge on the run, and an emergency start system. PowerPole Charge.
Let's go! Woo! Ooh, I love it.
Let's go. I think we should get some more.
Let's go!
And she got it good too, T-boned it.
Let's go!
I love it.
Cheers! Let's go.
I've worked at Jack's all over the South. You know, I just love to make good food.
Enjoy.
Will do. For good people. Like our boneless wings.
They're back, y'all.
It all starts with our house-made sauces. We have this new kickin' bourbon.
A little southern heat for you.
And of course, our classic buffalo and sweet honey barbecue. We're cooking hearty, wholesome southern food that's meant to be shared.
You read my mind.
So come on back for our boneless wings in 3 bold flavors. I'm Austin Swain, and I'm all about the South.
All right, what was y'all's number? 89, and y'all just took second place, and then it got bumped down to third place, over 19 pounds. Did you think you'd have that after practice?
Figure out which one's the biggest one. They're all giants.
Was it a shot spot?
770 our Mountain Dew Big Bass.
A lot of people catching fish early in the morning, but then we found some other guys that caught them all day long. What was it like for y'all out there?
It was all day long.
How many fish?
Goodness gracious.
12, 15 maybe.
Some experts on ABT Live said it would take 20 pounds.
Yeah, man. See y'all. All right, guys, 1999. My question of the day, everybody's talking about shad spawn. Did y'all get on a shad spawn bite this morning?
Oh, yeah. That's about 80% of our bag was shad spawn. We had everything except for 2. 18 pounds of it was about 9 o'clock.
Did you expect to have 18 pounds by 9 o'clock with the shad spawn?
Something close to that. Yeah, because we was really only wanting like 3 at least, and then the rest of it may become the rest of the day. But we got more than we was expecting. So
you got a limit off the shad spawn?
Oh yeah. I have a limit, and I mean I really would count those fish as shad spawn fish because they just stay in the area. We just changed the baits.
Gotcha. So same fish were biting this morning, shad spawn. Come back later on, maybe change colors and different style fish.
Yeah. So basically we went from throwing shad color baits, so I went to a wobblehead, and that gave me a couple fish that colored up.
Cool. Awesome strategy. Good job, guys. Thank you. Yeah, man. We'll talk soon. Adam Bain just moved in third place. Chris is getting the truck or something, but you said y'all got a 4-pounder and a shad spawn and then lucked up with some bedfish. Talk about those bedfish a little bit.
Yeah, I went into a pocket Wednesday and the carp had it real muddy. Chris went back in there yesterday. I'm sorry, I went in there Thursday. Chris went back in there yesterday, saw about a 3-pounder. We went back in this morning pretty early and the pocket had cleared up and we could see a lot better. So we caught a couple 4-pounders this morning, and we actually went back in there just a few minutes ago and caught the last we caught one time about 10 minutes ago. Yes.
How long did y'all spend on this fish?
It varies. We stayed in that one pocket till about lunch, but most of them were fairly easy, which is not that's kind of special when
good when it happens on tournament.
That's right.
There you go. Awesome job, man. See ya. Boat number 50 just took the lead over 22 pounds. Did you think after practice that's what you'd weigh in?
Heck no. We looked up and got on a shad spawn this morning and had everything by 8 o'clock.
So was it a shad spawn that you knew was there, you just didn't know that quality was going to be there?
No, we had no idea it was there. We just knew it was going to start there, and we got lucky and it was going on. Yeah.
Isn't that great? That happens so often, I think, this time of year, where you just have a good bank you want to go to, and it ends up being a shad spawn. Talk a little bit about baits.
Spinner bait and a chatter bait. That's what they came on.
Awesome job, guys. Yeah, man.
Boat 41.
Boat number 97 just took the lead with over 24 pounds. You said the shad spawn is your friend. Did you think that you'd have 24 pounds?
We had all 5 of our fish were bigger than anything we've caught in the last 2 days of practice. We actually went to the dam yesterday. We came back and we just said we're going to fish our strengths. We landed on a shad spawn. There was a boat, Adcock, that let us fish close to them. I mean, they were sitting on our juice, and they did pretty good too. They took off and left, and we eased in there, and I think we upgraded twice on that spot. And little bit later, we couldn't decide anywhere to go that wasn't blown out. And we went in there with big swim baits, and he caught the biggest one we had.
Wow, awesome. We'll save the rest of the interviews for here in a little while, but incredible job.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Yep.
The Alabama Bass Trail is brought to you by Phoenix Boats, Landers McClarty Chevrolet, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, and by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
Welcome to Minnow King. How can I help you?
Everything looks good. I'm friggin' starving, man. Been spawning all morning.
Ugh, TMI, bro. What do you want?
I'll take a Crush City freeloader and gizzard shad.
Anything to drink.
Water.
Pull ahead, please. Welcome to Minnow King.
We're gonna have what he's had. Yeah, throw me in a Ned BLT, too.
Pull ahead, please.
Calm down. Quit feeding so much.
Hey, man, I'm trying to, man.
If you overfeed him, he's gonna hide under a log.
The perfect checking account doesn't exist. Not at a bank, that is. So why do you keep looking there? At AmFirst, you can get no minimum balance or monthly fees, an instant issue debit card, and free checks with unlimited check writing. But who doesn't want more? Like a rewards program you'll actually use, and convenient digital tools that make it easy to manage your account from anywhere. Now you could try and find that at a bank, or you could save yourself the trouble by checking with us.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Auten, Head Cherry. Let's go!
Garmin Live Scope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. It's just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin Live Scope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic Champion!
I've worked at Jack's all over the South. You know, I just love to make good food.
Enjoy.
Will do. For good people. Like our boneless wings.
They're back, y'all.
It all starts with our house-made sauces. We have this new kickin' bourbon.
A little southern heat for you.
And of course, our classic buffalo and sweet honey barbecue. We're cooking hearty, wholesome southern food that's meant to be shared.
You read my mind.
So come on back for our boneless wings in 3 bold flavors. I'm Austin Swain, and I'm all about the South.
The Alabama Bass Trail is sponsored by Rapala, VMC, Crush City, TH Marine.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
I leave nothing to chance when it comes to hooks. They are the most critical part of the equation.
This is truly the best hook I've ever used.
Thinner, stronger, slicker, all the pluses that you really want in a hook. That red line right in the roof of her mouth, exactly where you want to get them.
When you have the opportunity to create something good, you might as well make this great, and I think that's what we did with the Red Line series of hooks.
And now, Miss Kay, it's our favorite time. We're back here at Wheeler, the weigh-in at Ingalls Harbor, and it's time to hand out hardware, hand out checks. And you and I were just taking a look down those standings. I know this is your home lake, hometown. Almost 15 pounds, $14.80 to get paid on Wheeler Lake in April. And we are so proud to see that.
We are. You know, I love this place. I've raised 5 kids here, sent them all to school here, cut my teeth right out there. What little bit I know about fishing, I know more about running events than I know about the actual fishing, but spent a lot of time on this water, and it's a beautiful place, and to see that it has produced the way it has over the past several years that we've been here is really encouraging, and I just hope that the fishermen will continue to take care of it.
No doubt about that. I said on live, though, it does seem like there's a lot of manufacturing that goes on, but maybe Decatur manufacturers win, I feel like sometimes. But through all the adversity, they still caught them 24 pounds going to take the win today.
You know, the lake, we have the consistent drawdown. That does take a toll on the lake, but it's necessary for the flood control and all of that. And, you know, I know that vegetation is very important, and we've seen that come and go for whatever reason, and I'm not going to blame anybody for that, but we've seen that come and go. But we certainly saw the fishing at its peak when we had the grass. So I'm hoping that, you know, you got to understand recreational fishing is not in the top 2 things when you're thinking about a river. It is transportation, hydroelectric generation, and flood control. So those are the things that they have to worry about. And luckily, this lake has just stayed in there and trudged along. And it is one of the best fisheries in the state of Alabama, no doubt.
There's no doubt about it. Well, let's show the people why. Let's get to some news. And unfortunately, we'll kick things off with this. So we had an unfortunate event for our anglers that were in second, a little over 22 pounds, Adcock and Marsh. And they came and self-reported an issue. Our anglers are not allowed to bring in more than 5 fish. They got back to the boat after weighing in that big stringer, and there was a fish in the boat. They had 6 fish, and that resulted in an unfortunate penalty.
You know, the way the rule reads, all teams can have up to 5 fish, but if they are caught at any given time during the tournament with more than 6 fish in their boat or more than 5 fish in their boat, that's a disqualification of that day's total. So those guys were in second place. So not only did it take their weight, it took the points from that day, and they lost $7,500. But what I want to say is we are only as good as the integrity of our anglers, and we stand by our rules, and we are hard on our rules. And for those guys to come to me and self-report that says so much about their character, and it makes me very proud of the anglers that fish this trail. So when you decide you're going to fish the Alabama Bass Trail, you need to know the quality of the angler you're fishing against, but also the quality of person you're fishing against. And that, to me, that means all the world. And I can't say enough about Ryan Adcock and Jonathan Marsh. That means the world to me. And I know it's hurting them on their way home today, and I'm really sorry to even have to bring it up. We knew it was going to be in the top 3, so we needed to bring it up. But props to those guys for being stand-up gentlemen. Very, very thankful for that.
And having an absolutely fantastic day on the water. It's unfortunate that it ended that way for those guys. And like you said, I will back you up. We have 450 great people that fish this event and in the South and in the 100s, and we're grateful for each and every one of them. Let's hand out some hardware, starting with third place. These guys have been catching them, and they brought in $19.99. Couldn't get over that 20-pound. I said, one drop of water. Delano Green Jr., great job, third place. Gonna take home $6,000. Great job. Let's get a picture.
They're actually going to take home $8,500. They are the highest finishing Phoenix owner in the group.
Pays to run a Phoenix in the Alabama Bass Trail and every trail around the country. Phoenix First Flight. Gary Klaus just writing checks. Just writing checks left and right. Building boats, writing checks. Great job. Great job, guys.
Okay.
We will see you at Neely Henry. Next in second place with 2053, Adam Bain and Chris Colley said they did some sight fishing to get there today. Great job, guys. Step up here with Miss K. Got the hardware. Going to get the checks. $7,500. Got the AM First bonus there, I believe. $1,000 for the AM First bonus. Also the presenters of ABT Live. You guys want a little behind the scenes. You should see John Simpson trying to hold down big cardboard checks in this wind because they're just going to take flight at any point. And now it's time for the big cardboard checks. And these guys absolutely earned every red cent of it today. Phillip Harrell and Clint Gilbertson going to take your win at stop number 3 with 24-28. Wheeler Lake Bass going to net them just over $15,000. I bet that sounds pretty good on a Saturday afternoon right there. Gilbertson and Harrell, great job, guys. The hardware and the cardboard checks. $24-28. The wind is your friend, and the shad spawn is like the hot girl at the dance, he said. I think it was something like that. Was that what you said?
I did.
Something along those lines.
Yeah.
Was it the hot girl at the dance or school or something?
Hot girl at the high school.
Hot girl, there you go. Wind is your friend. You won't hear that anywhere else, guys. And now we got the real checks. Is mine in there? Because I stopped there. Okay, thank you. Still trying to figure out how to get paid at these. I know Darian gets a paycheck. Phillip Harrell and Clint Gilbertson, 24-28.
I'm going to give you this one back.
Great job, guys. Congratulations again. Hey, thank you so much. We'll be over there to do some video here in just a minute. Great job, man. Great way to end a Saturday. Great job. Congratulations. We appreciate you guys. Those are the best days right there. We appreciate each and every one of you tuning in to ABT Live this morning, tuning in to this weigh-in, to the city of Decatur for hosting us here at Ingalls Harbor for stop number 3. John Simpson, we did it again. Another good one in the books.
Yes, sir, and a real good one. Weights were up, and Weather was good other than the wind. It was just a great day.
Shout out to you and your crew for putting on one of the best tournaments in this good old country. We will see you guys at Neely, Henry in the north, and Alabama River up next in the ABT South. Thank y'all.
This live coverage of the Alabama Bass Trail has been presented by AmFirst Credit Union and sponsored by Phoenix Boats, Landers McClarty Chevrolet, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, Jax, Garmin, Rapala, VMC, Crush City, Pro Guide Batteries, Mountain Dew, TH Marine, American Baitworks, and Sweet Home Alabama. The Alabama Bass Trail, brought to you by Halo Fishing, NetBait, Bait Fuel, Snag Proof.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit Landers